everybody. Oh no, we're missing Snag. So we get him. There we go. And welcome to my channel. My name is Jinxie Cat. This is the NGS Heroic Division semifinals where Team Happy Cloud will take on Baby Makers. With me tonight are the lovely Linehouse and Snaggananas. How are you guys doing tonight?
Oh, I thought you were
me
gonna
too.
go for Snag.
Excellent.
No, I'm fantastic.
Lineups there more often. You're like the co-caster.
I am so great. I am just riding my boat, having singing sea shanties to myself. I don't know where I'm going with this. What about you, Snag? How you doing?
Pretty good. I'm watching, waiting for my dog to tear apart a piece of cardboard in the background.
Who's a good girl?
Always
good girl?
very exciting. So before we head on in, you guys can hear the sounds of where were we going for game number 1, Cursed Hollow. But as we can see right here, Baby Makers have opted to ban away Battlefield of Eternity and Tomb of the Spider Queen. Team Happy Cloud have banned away Towers of Doom and Volskaya Foundry. And our first match of the evening is going to be Cursed Hollow, picked up by the members of Team Happy Cloud. Without further ado, we'll race through this. We head into the draft. And what do you guys think we're going to see tonight?
Mika. We see Mika.
Delayed. But on the actual ban, so both teams have shown priority on Stukov, which has just got banned. And Brightwing, Junkrat. I know from what little scouting I did, Baby Makers has shown a Medivh that's been banned a lot against them and has only played it once this game or this season. So maybe THCs decides to ban the Medivh. Not like a great map for them, but sometimes it doesn't really matter if it always fits in the comp.
Yeah, absolutely. You can get in anywhere, anyway. Can make it really frustrating to play against. We're actually going to see the Junkrat band come out this time, though.
I was going to say, did you all hear that there's a rumor that the Animal Crossing 2.0 update launched early?
Oh, my God.
Oh, are we in draft? I'm sorry. I was just,
Maya going to be the first pickup. That's really interesting to pull out Maya early, considering, a lot of people like to hold her until usually last or second to last pick.
It shows us they're confident on whatever they're going to pick with the rest of the comp. They don't really care if you're going to ban out a combo. We're going to make it work. Maieva's scary. She makes plays. That's pretty much all you need.
We'll have to see how it holds.
Hey, the Haka, the best off lane in the game. And a Hogger.
I don't see too much Hogger anymore. I don't know if that's because we play at like baby level or if he's just not as powerful as he used to be. We're going to see Vala also come out here for paper tanks.
I mean, Hogger still has that power on Cursed of just being able to rip a camp fast. You don't have to rely on your assassins to go do it. As long as somebody can sit in a lane for the Hogger, he can take it no problem. There's always the chance to sneak a boss. But he's going to go up against, the much more popular Dahaka nowadays with his sucky suck and race car speed on this map.
Really focusing heavy on the supports.
Yeah, that's what he does.
You
know how it goes?
It's Yoshi. He's just going to
good.
tongue you a little bit.
Yeah.
Give you a little bit of a caress. Hey, how's it going? Come see me in my little penthouse called the Towers. Hey. There's a conductor badge? What the hell does that mean?
It means you picked up the hype train. Lots of focus onto the supports this time around. I'm really surprised that nobody went for an early support pick with them being so heavily focused because this is like the top 4 right here. I'm trying to think of who else they would be interested in picking up.
Next? Yeah.
Yeah, Decker Kane makes sense.
Yeah, whoever's left for
Tyrande. Tyrande, you cowards.
Could be Monk, honestly.
It could be Monk.
Monk and Rip camps, you have a dive in with Maiev, and depending on what tank might be, like the tank is last, which means it could be a tank that doesn't care about the Monk.
White main.
Who else? What are the other healers? Why am I blanking on that? Tyrande.
White main circles.
Oh, white main.
Looking for Diablo, and Tyrande is gonna come out here for Freckle Bob.
Cowards.
The last tank. Hopefully, hopefully they don't go with a Joanna. I do not want to see a Joanna here because I think they'll just get run around with the Maiev and the Diablo. Maybe the ETC if they're good with it. I could see being useful. Garrosh
There's
maybe as
another
well.
popular one.
Oh.
Well,
Well,
It sounded like you just like vomited in your mouth a little bit with that.
I mean, I'm sure they play much better than I do. So I just, with the comp that they have, that they're just showing a lot of kind of poke, and the other comps doing a lot of all in. And Johanna's just not the best tank to defend against an all in. You have like the one chance to be a shield, and that's about it.
right.
But if they're able to poke him around, and Joe can just kind of be in the front line and be a meat shield and allow his assassins to go in and out, then it will work out really well for him.
Yeah, definitely. We'll have to see as we hop into game number 1. This is a best of 5 series tonight, so you guys will be seeing us for quite some time. And now, just looking at these 2 drafts right here, who are you? I think we already know who Snag is pulling for, but what do you guys think? Who won out in the draft?
It's Linehouse.
So I'm reaching for my Switch right now to see that 2.0 update. What
Oh
happened?
my
Oh, no.
God.
Okay. No.
You're such
No.
a
I actually.
bully.
I actually like Team Happy Clouds with even I know Snag hates Johanna because he's a bad person, but I actually do like their draft, particularly with the Dahak on this map. And frankly, you have Sylvanas. I mean, what more do you need? What more do you need? Deckard?
You just need a cursed. That's all you need.
You need a cursed. Yeah, you know what? You could use a curse. Not a curse, just a cursed. That's true.
I mean, there's always the joke that Sylvanas is made redundant on this map just because the curse does everything she does, but for a minute to everything as opposed to 40 seconds to one thing. So we'll have to see though as we head on in. We are going to start over here with the members of Baby Makers. We've got Freckle Bob on that Tyrande. D-Shibs will be your Diablo. Paper Tanks on the Vala. Dead Wish is your Maiev. And up in the top, it's going to be Marbuckle on that Hogger.
Linehouse.
All right. Fine. Yeah, for Team Happy Cloud, we have Brett Michaels on Dahaka, Galaxy Quest on Sylvanas, Fade on Johanna, R275 Delta on Deckard, and Saber on Lunara. You're welcome.
Very nice. Taking a look at these talents here. Interestingly enough, we've got Journeyman Cooking coming out here for Hogger, probably because Daka is kind of a slower guy. He's actually going to miss that owl like an absolute Chad. So hoping that because Daka is a little bit slower to move, he can get that extra bit of maximum health. That's right. I had to double check. It's been a minute since I've seen Journeyman Cooking on Hogger. So a little bit of a fight down here. Paper Tanks getting absolutely thrashed by Johanna and Sylvanas. We'll be the first to go down.
See? Johanna already paying off.
Yeah, but I believe that was a little more of a vault aggressively from Paper Tanks, trying to do some
Nope.
damage onto Johanna.
Nope. That was
I mean, Happy Cloud's definitely gotten a lot more of their wave clear abilities since they were going against a Maiev and just a Vala. Then they are a little bit more lacking on the wave clear from Baby Makers. Hopefully, Team Happy Cloud can utilize some of that map control, especially with the global.
We have this camp
nobody
coming
going to a
out
camp
in the
yet.
middle. No, yeah, nobody's picked up a camp yet on this side of Team Happy Cloud. I see big push
where the
coming in through here.
talents. We do have Nishas from Maiev, so that way she can take camps.
Nice.
They're
vault.
not so much of the camp clear from Hogger.
How's
I
it
don't know
going?
Hogger's talents at all. I don't play him.
We got 4 stacks on the Journeyman Cooking. We're going to find the pull onto Sylvanas. Onto Fade as well here. Nice use of the Iron Skin. Stops them from getting picked off by that stun. And I see now, yeah, we did forget our Flawless, but, you know, the second death of the night, we'll hit him with the Flawless.
But yeah, that's Linehouse's job.
What?
One job.
Listen, I
Literally
think
what
the
she said before
I
the
think
cast,
I
to
think the
remind
update is downloading, but I'm like waiting to verify.
You're so awful. Oh my goodness.
Oh, they're getting the big boy camp over there, and it's been scouted by Tyrande though.
It's just Deckard, Kane, and Sylvanas. This could potentially be an invade, but with all out in the camp, it doesn't look like they're going to head that way. It's going to let her pick this up, potentially get in position for this objective here. And,
Pretty late over here to have delay. I mean, there is some delay from Johanna, Blessed Shield, and not Blessed Shield. What is her talent?
Shield Glare.
And Lunara, but like with the Diablo and Maiev, they can kind of just go past it. Looks like they are going to get there in time, so perfectly timed. Let's see how long it takes to Haka to decide to burrow down versus the Hogger. They're actually sending
Partially.
Sylvanas away too. So
You
they're
see
just
the
gonna
owl having
ignore.
the meltdown right here? I don't know if anyone else
oh.
can see it. There's the
the owl's
Hooter
having a
is just stuck in between Diablo and I wonder if they have vision.
Yeah,
I'll-
yeah. It pops up randomly.
I'll have to ask them if they end up winning tonight. All right, anyways, back to this. It looks like the members of Team Happy Cloud aren't really going to try and trouble themselves with this. They know it's going to be a little bit of a harder fight. They don't have the poke like Snag was saying. So first map going over to the side of Baby Makers, who, that's what they're going to do down here. They have 3 available. Paper Tanks has to vault away. We've gone for that level 1 puncturing arrow. 9 stacks already, so that combined with the repeating arrow. I haven't picked their level 7 yet. I'm gonna say that we're going for the full-on, there it is, the Q build.
Listen, Wono called out Snag in chat, and I like it.
So all I do is I just pick the button number or the letter key that's on my keyboard.
Where'd that occur?
Top lane.
Up
bot
top,
lane?
where Rhett Michaels is
Okay.
gonna face a similar fate. Alrighty, here we go.
Oh, Dahaka,
And bot lane's
no.
looking at it too. Oh, nice stun.
Man. That looked painful.
Baby Maker's coming out swinging in all 3 lanes. Now they're probably going to get a full level lead from that now since there's going to be some miss soak from Team Happy Cloud.
This is the
Full
Team Happy
level
Cloud
lead.
Classic, though, right? We were just talking about this. They always choke on the first 2 games, and they come back swinging hard in the last 3.
Wow. Choke.
Get that false sense.
Yeah, yeah.
Or maybe it's the master bait, however you want to look at it. If you're a if you're a THC fan, then it's the master bait. If you're a Bait Makers fan, then it's a choke.
The update is about 10% complete, for those of you wondering.
I don't
What do you?
think
What
anyone
comes
was
out of this?
wondering.
This expansion.
Dude, Cap'n.
What does that do?
Take a boat. To like other areas, I guess. No, I haven't played it yet. There's also Blathers. You know, the coffee shop. Where I get, fake coffee.
All right. So what's going on now?
While I drink. Oh,
It's
sorry,
a boss race.
bosses. Wow. Wow, wow, wow.
This is.
I think one
probably-
team has a bit better race than the other. What do you think?
Yeah,
Oh, they
you would be
start. I mean,
correct.
Baby Maker started earlier, but Team Happy Cloud's got Sylvanas to be able to. push
Oh, if they
it.
started earlier, then actually not that bad, right? It's pretty close. Negligible.
We're able to see with that Tyrande vision. Vision's really been coming in clutch for him. We do have this tribute up in the top lane here, so a little bit harder for Team Happy Cloud to push with this, just because they do have the defense from the side of Baby Makers, and it looks like they're actually just going to try and clear out this middle camp before heading up. In fact, I'm curious to see if they'll actually go to try and defend this at all, because for right now, it looks like they're not doing so. They're going to look for Dead Wish. Not going to find him. Ooh, and with the level 10s online here, we are going to see that it is, in fact, Containment Disc coming out from Iev.
I think smart,
Oh, wow.
smart pick from Team Happy Cloud to not really go for that objective because the whole team of Baby Maker was already up top lane defending the boss. If you were to engage on that point, being on the Baby Maker side, it's just going to put you into a hard spot to engage into. And
How do you
actually
feel about
losing
that
the fort on bot lane.
falling sword pick?
I imagine this is going to be more of a defensive falling sword to try to stop a APOC and APOC engagement. The fact that we don't have cage and we have disc. I mean, falling sword doesn't stop you from disc, but it can at least be used on somebody when they're coming out of disc to not be comboed right away. So I definitely see this being a more defensive falling sword.
We'll have
But
to
Baby
see.
Maker just pushing all lanes.
Yeah, they're really getting lots of value here.
Hashtag value. Is that
You're
the
the-
Haka dug
oh, wow.
once? Seriously.
They haven't
Right.
really been fighting
They
at all.
haven't
I mean,
needed
they-
it, honestly.
they-
You know, every
yeah.
bit of soak that your opponent doesn't get is value. He does have to clear this top lane, so considering this
Okay,
is
yeah.
the Baby Maker's objective, we should probably see him burrow down for this next fight.
Yeah, they're setting up. They're at least giving Deckard a lot of time to set up for his potions. So that's really good for Baby Makers. Ooh, nice little change there.
Falling Sword coming in. Stay Wild and Listen not going to connect. Lots of damage coming out there. We do see one drop of that Rain of Vengeance. Johanna has been caught in the containment. This is Marbuckle going to try and get this objective. Diablo going in with that APOC, not finding anyone just yet. Fade really in a little bit of trouble there. They are going to end up going down. No more charges of that Crusader shield coming out there. We find Vala with the drag. Brett Michaels, but nice charge from Diablo. That is going to be Lunara going down. Tribute wasn't picked up. Marbuckle wasn't able to connect with it. Brett Michaels has to run away. This will be a curse going over to the side of Babymakers, looking very dominant in game number 1.
I don't know. That felt like a really weird fight, right?
Yeah.
Don't you feel like they should engage faster on Team Happy Cloud side? Like Hogger was mid. They had a chance to dig in with the Dahaka. And they just waited too late, especially with no fort behind. You have no protection.
I think they were looking for it, but Deadwish with that re-engage teleporting down to the lane where he saw the, I think the Sylvanas and the Deckard, that change of attention, because Joanna was like at the point on the objective and going after the Maiev, and Maev's like, psych, I'm just going to go to your backline. Because that's kind of like what I was talking about before, where Joanna is not a good anti-engage tank. They just redirected their attention there, and Joanna really couldn't do anything about it. I think she tried to Falling Sword over, but by then they were kind of already backing up.
I think into the Diablo, into the Maiev, the Tirana, you want to use that Falling Sword a little bit more defensively instead of looking for those big engages. Just try and prevent your team from being CC'd there like we saw so many times before. We're going to see Babymakers maybe. Now they're just going to be able to get away safely. Lots of pings coming out. Retreat, let's come through here. Nice use of the containment disc. They immediately stop that Dahaka drag from coming out. There's the silence, but it is going to be Babymakers getting to safety out of here.
It's actually such a quick reaction disc as well, because I don't think you see the burrow location, do you?
No, you just
I mean,
hear the
you hear
sound.
the noise. Yeah, but so like as soon as Dahaka popped up, they already got disked.
Wouldn't it be nice to have that kind of reaction time instead of being an old man?
Right. One can dream.
Excuse you, what? My fingers like off the mute button too slow. What happened?
I talked before my fingers could react and press the unmute.
Exactly. You know. The brain moves much faster than the fingies nowadays. That's the worst feeling. You're like, this is not a good... Oh, I'm already dead.
Never mind. Stay a while
Nice
and listen.
slow
Gonna get a
though.
5-man stay a while and listen there. We are gonna see Johanna come through looking for the rest of the team. Unstop coming out from Marbuckle. Eats a little bit of damage. Will get rooted, but nobody in position to follow up there. Team just continuing to push on it. And,
that Marbuckle math geometry that he just did for those bounces was actually spectacular. I don't know if it was on purpose or not, but the way that he bounced there was perfect to come back to do damage to literally everybody and come back to safety.
Jinx, I think you're on
oh shit.
camera.
I'm so sorry, everybody. The problem is somebody keeps... I'm so sorry. I hope this isn't too long.
Well, however long the delay is when I saw it
No,
live on
it's
stream,
30
so.
seconds, so I apologize. It is just me. Oh no. Somebody keeps clicking on the heroes and it's showing on the stream, so I'm trying to like fix the overlay so it's just me. The boss is being taken. You guys didn't miss anything exciting. Nobody died.
Oh, that's Snag click on the heroes then. Why can I see that too?
The cooldowns. It shows up on yours. That's very weird.
It's showing. I was wondering how that was happening on mine too. I'm like, what the hell is this? I'm not doing that. That's weird.
Yeah.
Bosses were taken, by the way.
They were.
Yeah, just trade out the bosses again. Still, unfortunately, not really good map positioning for Team Happy Cloud, so they're going to be on the defensive foot pretty much for a long time, depending on how much they can get a delay.
We have another tribute coming through here, and it doesn't really do much for either team. We're going to see lots of damage come out onto Johanna. Nice use of the unstop. Stay a while will come out, but again, not going to hit anybody.
Sheebs just manhandled that Johanna. Like she has double shield glare, and she couldn't even get the second one off because she was stunned for so long and so many times.
Yeah, I still don't know why we went Falling Sword. why not just the shield? Just bop them.
I feel like Blessed
when they
Shield
come
would
in.
help with the counter engage,
Yeah.
or at least the
And you also have the
disengage.
sleep. You have Wailing Arrow. Like they could be CC'd for quite some time.
Yeah, CC Maev enough, and she does die.
Yeah. I'm just confused by that pick.
Why don't they just kill them on the side of Team Happy Cloud?
Just kill him, forehead. Some good scouting. They have all the vision in the world that they might want from baby makers. I don't know what Happy Cloud can do right now. They have to just. You're at a spot where keep doing what you're doing is just gonna lose the game slowly. So you kind of have to make a ballsy play when you're even talents and just kind of go for it, which I think is, it looks like what they're doing. But
Yeah.
baby maker knows that too.
Now's the time to do it. I mean, worst case scenario, you lose the game. But if you keep doing what you're doing, then worst case scenario is you lose the game, right? So we do have everybody channeled in through here. Lunara getting lots of damage onto the Vala. Nice jumps coming out there. We are going to see Tyrande drop her Shadow Stalk, which I didn't even realize that's the heroic that she went. We've seen it so infrequently. Lots of damage coming out onto D-Sheep. Dead Wish coming in, getting a couple of charges of that Q off. Gonna try and get away, but a really nice, strong team fight from the side of Baby Makers. They are finally gonna grab another tribute here.
You mean Team Happy Cloud?
Whatever, you know. Don't you have some Animal Crossing to be playing?
No, it's still downloading. 50%. 40%? I'm looking at the bar.
Play Pokemon.
No, because if I
Better
play that,
MOBA.
it stops the download.
Oh,
Wait, did you say the better MOBA?
yep.
Oh, Pokemon Unite. Yeah, I thought you meant Pokemon Shield.
I think that. Now baby maker's getting real close to level 20, so this is not going to be an objective that Happy Cloud's going
Oh,
to
they
be able to,
looking.
fight on.
They
Oh
looking.
Lord, they coming.
They want that keep.
Timing it out really well.
There's a whole lot the members of Team Happy Cloud can do right here. They don't hit with the condemn, so now we're gonna back it off. There's an insane amount of poke here though, so the minions going down. This should just end up being this keep going down. Paper Tank's getting a little bit low there. There's going to be the containment disc out onto Johanna. D-Sheeps is tanking. There's the silence. There's a follow-up stun. Fade still nice and healthy. Tribute spawning in just 6 seconds. Is it going to be enough? Maev coming in with that Shade of Vengeance. They're trying so hard to get this low. And now
What is that up to? 100 health.
Oh my
141
god.
health. We just breathe on it. Do you see the owl hanging over?
I do.
the-
It's annoying.
Dude, the whole
What
game, the
a
owl
bug.
has just been like doing his own thing. I'm really curious if anyone else can see that. Like for the players.
It's only when she's mounted, right? It's only when she's mounted I see it.
Oh, finally, Maya was able to get that bottom keep.
I'm just now following the owl. Where are we going, buddy? You looking for Link? Does he have an adventure to go on?
This Toronto Owl
one's-
really has been just providing an insane amount of value. They always seem to know where Team Happy Cloud is. They didn't catch them at the camp right now, but obviously this is the best place you can assume that the red team would be. Of course, at this point, it's all about camps, camps, camps. And there it is again. They do know that it has been taken. So they have a safe chance to get into position, get ready for this next tribute, where this could be game deciding. Obviously, a team fight most important, but getting that tribute could really help members of Team Happy Cloud get back in this. We are going to see Johanna in that containment there. Nice use of that. Coming in through here, we find the charge onto Dehaka. It is just a full-on bloodbath. Falling Sword coming out. It is the upgrade going for the Heaven's Fury. Paper Tank is so very low. No control. Actually only ends up costing Marbuckle's life. Maev goes down. Vala goes down. Saber putting in work. They're looking for Freckle Bob. That's a dead Tyrande. D-Shapes will get picked up with that tongue there. They get the Hellgate out. Is it enough, though? He's one big, thick boy. Oh, but they don't
my
kill
God.
him.
Healing from that fire stomp gave him so much.
It's full fire
that
stomp
was
build.
needed.
Really smart pickup there.
That's fantastic.
The one thing about
Keep
Falling
in the
Sword is that
stacks.
you hit level 20 and you kind of just win the game with it because Joanna I think got it off 3 times that fight. That that usually wins the game. 20 seconds here with the
2021.
boss, they might be able to get a keep. I think they
Do
get
they, I
one.
think, do they win? If they get
I don't think
the
they win.
keep, no, but they get another pick or two.
If
Like they can stagger a death.
Yeah. If they can get a kill going into this, then they might. This is gonna be the secondary team fight. If they can get a kill here or win a team fight, they definitely win. Obviously.
It's
obviously.
the age-old
Kill Maya and
classic. We won a team fight post level 16, so we just win the game regardless of what has happened since. Ooh, Hogger going
No
in.
comeback mechanics.
Not gonna find anything with that heroic, unfortunately. They will be able to clear out this middle, prevent the keep from going down, and.
Where are they going? To their
I think they're going to boss. Not even gonna look to
boss.
push the keep here.
Why? Yeah, get mid keep.
I mean, boss is so healthy. They definitely could have pushed with that.
Yeah. Make them choose.
They're gonna look for the
Interesting.
second boss here,
Go for the
but
faithful play. We'll try to win the next team fight.
That's true. I mean, I was for 100% shitting on Falling Sword earlier on, but post 20, it is the better talent. And I guess you do play this game for post 20, because heaven forbid anything should matter before level 20.
I mean, you've won a team fight after level 16. Why would you not deserve to win? It doesn't matter that you have no forts, no keeps, no tributes, no camps, no heroes.
And the enemy team has everything, but fuck them.
It was THE's plan all along, honestly. That's why they didn't actually ever take a tribute after they got their 2. They're like, we're holding it till 20. We know we got it then.
You joke, but I actually wonder if that's actually what happened.
I mean, do the other tributes even matter? They're gonna come in and push with this boss, so potentially taking this top keep here. Maybe they have Sylvanas with them. They get the tower turned off, which again, they could have had that with the tribute, but
They're definitely going to be waiting on the Dahaka tongue. There's disc miss.
Disc.
not
Disc
gonna
miss.
connect. Lots of damage with that fan of knives coming out. They finally get their first keep and are on the board here. Lots of damage
that was so
on
close.
Tayana. Boss is still healthy, but with the team backing off, the whole team's still nice and healthy. One thing I appreciate about Baby Makers doing is they use the keep to defend themselves. They understand that, sometimes you have to lose a keep. It's not the end of the world, but they didn't use themselves to defend the keep. Nobody died, so they definitely still can come in and contest the next camp, tribute, boss, whatever they want to contest. They can do it as 5.
What is the shield upgrade? 5-man, 2 seconds set. Okay.
Yeah.
'Cause isn't like the what's the normal pick for Johanna at 20? If
Whatever
you
her ultimate,
take
whatever
shield?
ultimate she picked, you pick the upgrade to the ultimate.
Unless you're bad, and then
Yeah.
you go shield because you die a lot.
Yeah, unless you want to.
That's why I go shield. I forgot I am bad.
Self shield.
You have
Honestly,
to go blind
even
by the light if your
the
team is
global
bad.
shield is the team shield's also good too, though. Whatever that.
I thought
thing's
I
called.
was about to say Storm Shield or whatever
Storm
it's called.
shield.
Right? That's
Storm
what I was.
shield's
That's
also really good.
That's the one I was actually thinking of. I like
Because
that
you
one.
get it back really fast as Joanna.
Also, I don't trust my teammates sometimes to not die. So if I can help them a little bit.
That's true. We are trash.
And you can also just do that with new Falling Sword. You can just do it with Falling Sword.
Talking about teams
Exactly.
that aren't trash, though, we are going to see Dead Wish try and grab this here. One charge going down. Ooh, Johanna just eating so much damage. Second charge of the Vala Heroic coming out there. She did go for that Acrobat, as you can see. So, of course, that's the Caltrops and then the 2 additional charges of Vault. So getting as much value as they can out of that level 4. Continued stalls coming out here. Once again, the disc is going to whiff. It is going to be Vala going down. Stay well and listen, connecting onto Diablo. Hogger not going to be able to do much there. Everybody has to back out. They know they need to get out. They can't lose any more heroes. This is a full souls Diablo, so he will be back.
Look at that reset from Joanna. So easy.
Yeah. That Saber on this Lunara though is just picking apart this team in the late game.
Silence
Lunara
coming
doing
out.
so much damage.
Is it enough? Because Saber's really putting the team on their back this game. Hogger is going to come in 1v4. Can they do more? The blink away, jumping in on top of them. Donna actually preventing the drag from connecting. We are going to see the contamination pop out there, connecting. Hogger the next to go down. Can THC turn this around? So much damage onto Maev. Not going to get caught in the falling sword. There is going to be the Hellgate coming through. D-Sheep, though, not enough. He's so squishy without his souls. He drops the APOC just to buy time. But I think we're looking at the beginning of the end here, friends. 5 seconds till Vala gets back. So potentially savable.
Savable? Not when you can heal like that every 2 seconds.
And it's gonna be back up another 15, but still, there's a lot of all the damage is still alive for.
Oh, Galaxy Quest though, taking so much damage from the Valo.
Yeah, that's one of those feel bad moments. You're like, oh, there's 2 dead. It's like we can totally end. There's all 5 of us, but it's all their damage dealers, and so you start getting chunked along with the core.
You got another key?
What is the cooldown of Tyrande Owl? That is always up.
I don't know. 8 seconds? 12? Something like that. Does she take the CDRs though, right?
We got the Harsh Moonlight, but we didn't get the CDR. No, we went for Lunar Blaze. Which, you know, I don't know what that does because nobody has mansplained that talent to me this game.
I don't play Tyrande.
TBH.
Boss is going to be taken by Team Happy Cloud. Stay wild and listen just to revenge it. Hager immediately going to sleep and then get absolutely fucked by the boss. Oh, poor Hoggy.
Lucky. Talk about unlucky.
Oh, nice vault there. Great stun by Vala coming out here. Lunara getting bopped a little bit there. Deadwish coming in, trying to put the team on their back. Brett Michaels the next to go down. Off lane for off lane. Oh, that poor Hogger.
I felt that. That's happened to me. Oh man, I got this amazing play. Oh, and the boss is about to stun, and I can't get out of it. Well, guess I die.
Like, hey, there's a person here. Let me stun.
It was the route into the stun. Just absolutely no chill from the boss. He's like, what if I just ruined this guy's career?
But now we're up to whoever wins the next team fight wins the game part 4.
25-minute game.
I don't know.
Yeah.
There are 1, 2, 3, 4 camps on the map, so we may not end the game just yet. Unlucky use of the containment disc there. D-Sheeps, though, tired of playing this game, is ready for game number 2. This is going to be the curse going over to the side of the blue team. Lots of damage onto Tyrande, who ends up going down. Is it going to be enough? Paper Tank's slowing the heck out of Saber. It's not going to be enough, though. Unless, ooh, nearly killing Saber. Not going to do it this time. Deckard able to heal them up. Can they kill with this? There's a lot of damage coming out. Johanna, the next to drop down. Marbuckle is back with a vengeance. Delta Sniper, or excuse me, Delta, not Delta Sniper coming in. Deckard is a tank too. That is going to be him going down though. Do they win here? They have the curse.
That felt like a miscommunication there, right?
Yeah, of who's
going.
That
Sylvanas was not there.
Yeah. I think it's miscommunication and not exactly respecting the turnaround from both of them. Like Maev does a lot of damage. I don't think Joanna had her trait as she was going so far in there and didn't have Falling Sword at maybe. I actually wasn't looking at her cooldowns.
Gotta get this cape because you know, gotta get the extra experience. Sheeps is low. Taka is coming
again,
through.
they're gonna just defend it again.
Oh man, yeah, great use of the contamination. It actually hit all 3 members, so they couldn't go back in.
Jeez, these defenses. Nobody can push in, even though you have a 4-man advantage, 3-man advantage. But now it's gonna be a fight over the boss.
Tried to mute
It was
myself.
pretty hurt.
Both teams are in kind of a raggedy position.
Ooh, nice check, nice check.
Members need to be careful here. They're looking pretty low. Johanna on the point, still nice and healthy. Sylvanas is stuck in the containment. D-Sheep's dealing it out with Fade, who actually ends up dropping up into the sky to heal the team. So they do lose the camp. However, great use of the stay wild. Listen, beautiful APOC to Haka, the next to go down. Fade trying to live for all they're worth, but Deckard goes down. Johanna goes down. Hogger will be traded out. Maev looking for Saber and Sylvanas. Nice use of the Will of the Forsaken, but that is going to be them going down. 4-man Silence. Galaxy Quest, though, the next on the chopping block. And finally, after nearly 30 minutes, game number 1 going over to the side of Baby Makers.
Yes, my download completed. Oh, wait. What's going on now?
All right, GG. Game number 1 going over. Trying to do the thing that the casters always do, but I did it wrong.
So
GG, game 1. Baby Makers.
Pre-level 20 there, that was just all Baby Makers. Post-level 20, it was so up in the air who was going to win. I think there was 5 deciding moments there. I wouldn't even be able to pick which one was the the decision maker for either side.
That was really
But
close.
GG's for baby makers. Keeping it steady at the end there, going for the knights instead of for the boss.
I can't recall what I know baby makers do have the seating advantage here, but if I remember correctly, the members of Team Happy Cloud are very close to it. So I could see this game after game number 1 going either way. This whole series is in anybody's hands.
This is a best of 5. That was confirmed.
Yes, this is a best of 5. I hope you don't have to work tomorrow.
The maps that we got left, we got Dragonshire, we got Infernal. It looks like they're picking Infernal right away.
Alrighty, we'll take a look at these talents super quick as the teams are rocking and rolling and ready to go, and I really respect that. So take a look at these here. Pretty standard across the board from all the teams. What is interesting here, we actually went for the Shadow Stock. Maybe for the Diablo engages, looking for those sneaky invisible engages. Most likely not for the healing, as it is surprisingly the worst of the 2 healing alts, despite having more instantaneous healing.
Probably because the Maev went for a disc. I'm sure they were talking ahead of time about what ultimates they think might work out better. If they went Cage, then I would imagine they would pick the whatever that
Starfall.
Starfall. But they were probably like, hey, it's Joanna's here. If she goes Falling Sword, then I'm not going Cage because that kind of negates everything. And if we're not going Cage, then we're not going
Makes sense.
Starfall. So kind of might as well heal everybody because the team fight's probably going to be all over the place with somebody being in a disc. Then the team fight's going to be kind of all over the place.
See, this is what we brought you on, because you notice these things and are able to make sense of it. Meanwhile, I'm just like, this one isn't picked as often.
Sometimes there is usefulness, even though it's the least picked. Just like the really fun thing is picking disc into a diva, because you can disc the mech when it's exploding, and it doesn't keep exploding until afterwards, so you have 5 more seconds to kill the diva.
Makes sense. All right,
okay,
I'm exhausted after
Linehouse.
game number 1 too.
Linehouse has to really remind you about the first death.
Yes, Linehouse plays. Everyone is counting on you.
Everyone, she means one person.
It's
There's
me.
a DIY where I can build a storage shed and put it anywhere on the island so I can access my house storage.
Wow, isn't that just so neat for you? Hogger definitely going to be banned out here by Team Happy Cloud as we head on into game number 2. It was really excellent in the first game. This is an even better for Hogger, or better map for Hogger, so get him out of here.
But there's no boss for Hogger to jump into, though, and sacrifice his life.
Oh, I just realized I forgot to join the next game. All right.
Wait, really?
My God.
Yeah.
Oh my, I don't have a way to tell the teams this, so you're gonna have to watch.
No, it's okay. No, just snag stream for me.
Yeah, easy. What are we in? Let's see. Oh wait, I guess if we don't do video, I can share screen. So.
I mean, you can also just watch my OBS as well, because that'll have it on.
That's a 30-second delay.
I mean, watch my OBS in the chat where I've been showing you guys.
Oh, is that live? Oh yeah, it is. Oh yeah.
Is it? I don't see it.
No, yeah, I don't see your OBS in the chat.
It turned off when she went to do map picks.
Oh, it's showing for me. Here, I can...
It's okay. I'm inside the snag stream. I'm inside a stream to cast a match. I love it.
I'll tell you, that's when you really know you can get anybody to come cast with you. You just stream the game for that person. It doesn't even have to be in the lobby.
Banned for life. Yeah, guys, my boss is here, and you're making a terrible, terrible display.
No, this is all part of the plan. Now you don't even have to do camera work. I can have Snag do it for me. I'm a freaking genius.
Oh man.
Galaxy brain of how to cast a Stormleap game or how to cast a HOTS game.
Oh gosh.
But both Stukov and Junkrat are now made it through the map. as they had decided to ban the Medivh this time and the Hogger, getting rid of the Hanzo again. Same as last game. So this will be interesting to see these two heroes that were banned last game pretty quickly insta-picked. You can show how annoying they are.
Hogger versus Stukov is always interesting to me. It's kind of just like the unstoppable object versus the immovable force. Or, you know, something like that with Stukov and Junkrat, because they're both just absolutely infuriating to play against. Junkrat liking to poke from a safe distance, and Stukov just being able to shut down everything. The nice thing here for Stukov is Junkrat can't actually really get into position to boop you out of your silence without standing in the silence. So, once again, though, if it's not broke, don't fix it. Lunara coming in for Saber, absolutely carrying in that last game. And Brett Michaels going once again with that Dahaka so they can be anywhere on the map.
And no priority on the Medivh this time from Baby Makers. They had the first pick on the curse. Not the Medivh, Maiev.
Oh, that makes sense. We're going to see the Stitches banned out here as well.
Those two M words.
Close enough. I mean, there are so many heroes that sound the same.
They're basically same. They're both annoying to play against. Ooh, D.Va. Now I'm in. I'm excited.
I'm in. All right, now we got since I just talked about the Maiev thing going in between maps. Now we want THC to pick Maiev.
Going back to Diablo well.
And basically, I mean, so far, Baby Makers is picking all of this zone control. You got Junkrat with traps and bombs in the different choke points. You got D.Va with the nuke sitting on the point. They're really just going to try to pick these objectives and control the objectives ahead of time.
To see how we're going to finish out the draft here. Blaze coming in, and this time Maiev going over to Galaxy Quest.
Called it. You don't even play Maiev, and I called it.
Maiev is so strong right now. I feel like she's a staple for most of the teams who like winning this season. We would know, but it got banned away from us, so we died. This could have been us, but
I think THC is just listening to the cast, and so they heard me talk about that. So they saw D.Va, and they're like, let's do it. Let's do it.
Yep, that's clearly what happened.
Let's try it out. I want to believe that.
I mean, if I was her team, I would take advice from Division B players.
I know Division B players who lost their playoff game and are no longer in the race. Clearly, we're the best.
I mean, this team used to all be masters at one point until we had to get like jobs.
How dare you?
So I mean, at some point, everybody always thinks that casters know things. For some reason, that was like back in HGC days. All the casters were like, look, I know all this stuff. You know, so that's obviously what's happening here is because we're in this position of power that they're like, look, we got to listen to them.
All right.
I don't like that chat is revolting and trying to get to take my place as the the comic relief. How dare? First of all. Okay. Well, second of all, I still like I'm gonna double down on Team Happy Cloud's draft over Baby Makers in this game.
I'm so glad. So the wonderful thing here is I try to bring it back to us, but since Snag has gone live, I'll fix it later. Instead of showing Snag's face now, it actually shows his stream. So that's super fun. No, my flawless! Oh, no, my flawless. Alrighty. Heading on in. Game number 2, our best of 5 series. We have Paper Tanks on that Junkrat, D-Sheeps once again on the Diablo, Marbuckle will be your D.Va, Deadwish on the Tychus, and Freckle Bob is your Deckard Cain.
Game number 2, Team Happy Cloud looking to come back in. R275 Delta on the Stooky Bookie, Brett Michaels on the Dahaka, Galaxy Quest on the Maiev, Fade on the Blaze, and Saber once again on Lunara.
Watching the cast stream, and I just see the stream.
It's still showing like the people that I highlight.
Yes, it is.
It's so weird.
All right, it's a bloodbath just to start. Fade getting absolutely bonked. Has to get out with that charge. D-Sheep's also getting quite low there. Paper Tank's taking a good chunk. Every headbuddy has to hit that tap. Now we go back to the super exciting world of clicking on the minions, getting that delicious XP, and of course, in a moment here, we'll be looking for them camps.
We actually don't have Nishas from Maiev this time, so they're not going to be looking to take camps as quickly. They will have Lunar and Blaze, which does kind of the same thing. Quarterback from the Tychus looking to poke from afar. Low blow from Stooky Bookie. Looking to get in some of those killing blows.
Stooky Bookie.
Well, you love to say it, the Stukov silence wave clear. Camp is being picked up by the side of Baby Makers. Down on the bottom. We're actually going to see the bottom camp being taken by the members of Team Happy Cloud first, which makes a lot of sense. They do have the better wave clear. Fade is already in position. And I really love this Blaze tank. We don't get to see it too very much. So whenever we do, it's always exciting to see how it's going to play out.
I like it as well. I mean, that AoE stun to get if you have a multi-pull from Maiev, you give Maiev the option for a bunker when she goes too far in and gets kind of stuck. You have bunker for when Tychus is on you, and bunker for Diva Bomb. I like it a lot.
All right, what do you think is the most aggravating, let's say, hitbox range? Blaze, AoE stun, or Kel'Thuzad chain?
Kel'Thuzad chains.
Not even think about it. You didn't even think about it.
The second range of the Kel'Thuzad chains just make no sense.
But I feel like the Blaze stun can literally hit somebody that's like on like the other lane sometimes. I don't know how the hell that works.
It's the equivalent of like the Imperious stun, where you'll see the animation of the Imperious stun and you're like, oh, it's fine. I didn't get stunned. And then it's like a retcon, like somebody forgot to like hit the stun button and it's like, just kidding,
backwards.
you were stunned. And then you die.
Retcon stun. Good. That's good.
Oh man, lots of damage coming out here from the side of Team Happy Cloud as they're just going to continue to push away at this middle lane. Both teams are looking to get in position for these bruiser camps. Deckard and Tychus ahead of it way before the members of Team Happy Cloud. However, not necessarily the worst thing in the world. One of the best things about getting the camp out a little bit later is it will fight underneath your own towers, and as such, dies a little bit less quickly. However, this does mean that it's going to be an early shrine advantage for the side of Baby Makers.
First even shrine. I think that better team fight advantage on shrine is also probably THC. Maybe at level 10. I think Baby Makers might have it pre-10 just because of Diva. But right now both offlaners just opting to soak, get that level 7, which is a little faster for THC, and they're going to take control of the shrine with that closeness.
The camp does have to be cleared out.
Sevenness.
Nobody's died yet, which is very unfortunate for Linehouse's job.
Wait, I don't have a button to push. I can just vocally say it.
I know. That's what I'm saying. Nothing's happening yet.
Am I vocally saying it, or are we pushing the button?
You don't have to push a button. I will push the button.
You're just reminding her that says, hey, somebody died.
The first death gets the no my flawless. We're going to find the stun on a Diablo.
Oh.
There's going to be the follow-up from Maiev. The silence coming out from Stuttgart. They do have that level 7 expanding arm, so not going to be able to catch him just this time. Brett Michaels is getting very low. Has to pop the essence here. So much damage coming through, but Dahaka is a big, thick boy. Diva Bomb will be popped. Galaxy Quest has to back away. They used the vault, but unfortunately a little bit too early there. And in a surprising twist, we are going to see the members of Baby Makers grab this first objective. It is the Mortar Punisher. Not the best in the world, but still in the top 3. Gonna find the stun onto Galaxy Quest there. We'll see what the team is able to get with this.
Actually very interesting. So Blaze used an ability and then dashed away, and it did jump to the Blaze, but Galaxy Quest was just a little too close.
Unfortunately.
I actually have not seen the Blaze break the jump like that.
There are so many amazing ways that
Blaze.
tank players can break the jump that I just kind of wish that I was a better tank. Like ETC using his knockback and then sliding before the Punisher jumps is another one that I've never been able to perfect. So props to these high-tier tank players because it's really hard to do those things.
Let's see. Still a level lead for Happy Cloud, but a little bit more map control going over to Baby Makers for the moment with that Punisher takeover. Going after
looking for
Dead
Witch.
They're going to be in a bad position then once the team turns on this. Okay.
Diva just running through the whole enemy team, gets the push back coming through, but of course, having that extra bit of health, never hurt anybody, gonna be able to back away. Galaxy Quest has to clear out this mid lane, everybody else focusing on just grabbing this little bit of soak. Down to the bottom, camp is being taken. Fade does see this, so expect a team fight on this point. D.Va doesn't have her bomb available. There's the silence, lots of damage coming out onto Diablo, trying to hold the point. Freckle Bob gonna be the first to go down, and this is gonna be the steal from the side of THC. We're looking much better in this mid to late game here, as they're gonna be the first to hit level 10.
I would say D.Va's top lane. I'm surprised that they stayed so long, realizing it was 5v4. They
Takes
really
a long
won that camp.
time there. She's got little boosters, and then she's got a little waddle with her.
Oh, no,
little
I'm just saying from the side of Bay Makers, I feel like they knew D.Va was like, you know, in Africa compared to where they were. I'm surprised they stuck it out a little bit longer in there.
I don't think they wanted to. They got pulled by Maev, and then into silences. One of those things where you're like, you know,
just
I'm out,
dodge,
but they got
forehead.
pulled back in.
Have you
dodge
considered
for it.
just
Dodge
winning the
skill
game,
shots.
Forehead?
Yeah. Have they considered just getting good? Jesus.
I'm not with these guys. They just showed up in my call. We're gonna find the stun onto Diablo. Nice pull back. Root will prevent them from going too far in. A beautiful follow-up by Brett Michaels. However, the team is just gonna back off. Go get that soak, go get that camp. There's plenty to do besides team fight and at the higher skill here.
Diablo do be pinky.
Nobody likes a team fight because you really shouldn't.
Wait, so if you go to the roles tab on the bottom, Maev has more damage taken than the Blaze. Is that what I'm seeing? Ooh, first death for the
That
D.Va.
is correct, yes.
Yep, flawless.
Oh, thank you. Oh, that's the wrong button. No, there we go. Alrighty.
Wait, who else died? I see 2 deaths. Like, what was that?
Becker died on that bottom camp.
Oh, that was
unlucky.
the first one. Oh no. I even called
That was
it
their
out.
flawless. That was their
Oh,
flawless.
you even said that's the first death of the game. I was like, did you press it?
Have you considered the fact that I'm stupid?
Whoa. You can't be stupid. I'm stupid. We can't have 2 stupid people here.
Now with level 10s, we got Containment Disc available for that D.Va bomb, and we'll see how these level 10 fights go differently.
We're gonna see Maev come through here. Commandeer Odin is being popped out. D-Sheep's looking for the perfect engage. We actually got for the lightning breath this time round, so more zone control than a huge wombo combo fight. Maev once again looking to come in. Blue team is going to step back and heal up with those Deckard pots. D.Va will come through. Lots of damage coming out. Unstop being popped for Blaze. Looks for the stun. Not going to find it just yet. Diablo is getting quite low. Galaxy Quest, though, also getting low. D.Va on the side had to come through. They don't even pop yet. Just having to throw it to her in the mag. They weren't able to catch that bomb on the point. Marbuckle is getting low. Once again, this is an Arcane Punisher going over to the side of the blue team.
Fights are like just all over the place. There's so much focus going to different locations. I think that's like why nobody died. I know Galaxy Quest was definitely holding the disc until the D.Va was doing bomb, but unfortunately she got zoned out. She, by being the character, got zoned out before they could really utilize it.
You see the stun on the 2 members here. Saber, gets so close to dying, but a nice save from the team, killing him at the last second there.
One thing I'm learning while watching the Snag stream of the game that I'm supposed to be casting with y'all is that he likes to highlight like multiple things like every 2 damn seconds. I've never seen something this happen before. Like,
What the?
I'm kind of digging it.
Let's highlight this. Let's highlight this. All right, what are we doing over
so
here?
we do have a couple of graphics that go over it, but since I can see it on my screen, I don't hate it because I can be like, oh, the D.Va bomb is at 73%, and then I can tell our beautiful audience, D.Va bomb at 73%, so that's coming close. Or as opposed to, I'm just like, well, the bar is about 3/4 of the way full, you know, so gives them a better idea. Or we can say things like the trade is on cooldown, the queue is on cooldown, whatever. So
Like,
maybe in the future I'll have to
third
just
person
move
because I
graphics.
Yeah, I don't have to hide. I'm surprised that it's showing. It didn't used to do that before.
Heroes a spaghetti code.
Yeah.
I did something in the last game that stopped it, but I was just pressing buttons. I don't know
Like
what
one
I
of the number
did.
buttons, like you're on my spectator.
I've tried 1-1 EO, and that's usually how you get back to like your own.
Nice dash by Deadwish. Oh, but that's Duke off things.
You hate
Yeah,
to
that's
see
just
it.
fucked up.
R.I.P.
You can dodge one skill shot, or can you dodge a second?
The third or the fourth.
It's not about the skill shots you dodge, but the skill shots you don't dodge.
Very interesting because, like, I mean, THC has lost both objectives. They're down on structures, but they're up 2 levels, basically.
I feel like
Level
they're
and a
going
half.
with the same strategy they had last game, which is just don't do anything until level 20 and then absolutely start bonking because that's the only time that it matters. They haven't even lost a fort yet, so there's no catapult pressure coming in.
Who's
Got a
hasn't
ball
died
smash
yet
for Renara.
on the side of baby makers?
Let's take a look. The side of Baby Makers, the only people who haven't died are Diablo and Junkrat.
Yeah, I would check it myself, but I'm capable of doing so right now. I'm just trying to keep track of who we need to call out my flawless for. That's all.
And it's really hard to hit those buttons when you've got your Switch in your hand.
It's true. Actually, to be fair, I wasn't even actually playing it. I was just living vicariously through my family who's doing it.
Is your wife just showing you all the amazing things that you could be doing right now?
No, I'm looking at the Discord. Well, I was
Oh.
until I had to watch the game through the Discord.
Unlucky. You miss every skill shot you don't take, Michael Scott. Thank you for that inspiring message, Chris.
Oh, is that a
spicy
cannon
invade?
But
Yeah.
the two,
Available with the burrows. That's nice.
yeah.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh, ooh, nice
Ooh.
dodge. There's the containment disc. They're waiting until the last second. They're actually not gonna pop it. Okay, just kidding. There it is.
I think it auto pops, but you can force it early.
Right. All right,
Oh,
we
but
already
I
see
do
the
have
Riptide
fight
come out.
under
Stay
keep.
Wild and Listen is going to connect. Nice use of the bunker. Saves everybody's lives there. The members of Baby Makers are quite low. So they do have to just back away. This is going to be the first forward of the game, going over to the side of Team Happy Cloud, who are really just pumping up in game number 2. They got a little whomped in the first one, but coming back through here, just dealing so much damage as it continues on.
I wish my team got in the bunker when I called it.
All right.
If only Chauncey. See, that one I feel like should have hit. The Blaze Stun? Uh-oh.
Uh-oh, Diablo's going back to
Really
Africa.
cool looking with the,
That was a
the jump
that was
over
really
the
good.
push. It was like
Yeah.
that was like
That was a really good
Matrix
shove,
style.
though, by Delta. Like a quick reaction to save.
Oh, so much damage
The
on the
Galaxy?
Sheev. Great use of the silence. Brett Michaels all the way in the back line has to back up. We're actually Thornwood Vine, I just realized this game. So going even further in on the poke. Diva does have that bomb available. We don't have containment disc for about 26 seconds. They try to get the shove. Not going to connect. And just like that, the members of Babe Makers are all caught up. Lots of damage onto Junkrat. That doesn't mean Paper Tank's going down this time around. Diablo is low as well. So
Forever
2
die.
more flawlesses coming through. There's the silence. Finally, the Big Beef Boy will end up going down there. Marbuckle also getting very low, but Deadwish going to save the day with the Commandeer Odin. Is it going to be enough? Not going to get hit by the stun.
I think
Everybody's
Deadwish
gonna
has
have to
actually
back away.
dodged like all of Blaze's stun attempts on him, like with that little dash.
He was in that last one.
I mean, like not counting like the bullshit AOE things, but
What are you talking about? Someone got stunned behind that wall, by the way. Did you notice that? Like there was like 4 of them got
Yeah.
stunned, and one of them was like
Because
behind
it
the
bases
wall
off
somehow.
of everybody's hitbox like circle. Like it makes a circle outside the edges of that person's hitbox circle. It's very weird interaction, but you know, Blizzard says it's okay. Blizzard says it's okay.
Oh, Diablo just eating so much damage there. He's got a big old 9
Diablo.
in the soul department. Great use of the silence coming out here. Well is going to be the first one to go down. They do have this sidewall available, but of course, Tower still is shooting at them. Now, John Cena, this is the best one that you could get. So, unfortunately for Baby Makers, this is going to be the Frozen Punisher. Turns off the fort for about 3 seconds. Every single time those ice crystals come down. Of course, the roots also don't help. Lots of damage coming through onto Deckard Cain. Maiev not... Ooh. A little bit of hesitation there does allow Deckard Cain to get to safety. Now the team's just going to walk out because cool guys don't look at explosions.
Yeah, this was just the offlaners going back and forth, meeting each other in the night, getting their experience.
I want you all to know I just clicked the mini map to take a look at the offlaners and didn't do anything. It's weird.
Well, that's unfortunate. I wonder why.
Maybe next time
Should
you'll get in the
report that to
game.
Nah.
Thanks, Wono.
Yeah, I was gonna try to ban it, but Wono's faster.
With those lightning fingers. All right, camp's being taken. We've gotten back to that post-game lull here where the members of Team Happy Cloud would like to get a fight with their level 20 position here. Of course, Baby Makers want to prevent all of that from happening by just safely soaking level 20. Thank goodness for them, they still have 2 forts available, so they will be able to eventually get level 20. We've got about another minute until that objective pops. It should be the Mortar Punisher. We'll have to see.
This is the power of Stukov, where Stukov can take all silence talents, no healing talents, and still have 30k more healing than the Deckard.
That's where we're at. Oh my goodness. Stukov is fun and interactive.
Sometimes you just gotta CC them.
Just you see them forehead.
Ooh, discovered.
Yeah, I like that little scout out on by Mark Buckle.
Marbuk was like, I know you're Hearthing here, you son of a bitch.
Oh, they find Galaxy Quest. They have to use both of those vaults right out the gate. So another 15 seconds or so before they'll be able to pop those back up. Silence just to make sure that Galaxy Quest is saved. And it's all about the soak for the side of Baby Makers. They really don't want to fight here. They're willing to give everything over because, again, they need to use these resources to defend themselves, not themselves to defend the resources, because you can lose everything but heroes. We're going to find D-Shapes. Oh, speaking of that, goodbye, Sweet Prince. Diablo just immediately destroyed him.
Nice combo of abilities there.
Yeah, that CC layer has to be like just so frustrating to be against. Was that Diablo's first death? I can't remember.
Oh, that was his second. We've already flawless him.
Everybody's died on the side of.
Oh, yeah.
I'll take a look at our deaths. Actually, nobody has died yet on the side of Team Happy Cloud.
Now you've jinxed them. Now you've jinxed them. How
Only
dare.
one team can have a
Not level 20 yet.
24-0, and that's us.
We haven't gotten to level 20 yet, okay? We know how the first game went. the team that's winning doesn't mean they don't come back and make it incredibly hard.
All they have to
Jesus,
do
look
is
how much
lose one
damage
fight.
Blaze did to Junkrat. By themselves. That's ridiculous.
Yeah, that collision damage plus with the baseline dual stream hit.
Oh my god, look at him just kill Tychus. This is unfair, but at the same time, nice. That's what those dirty % damage takers deserve. God, Fate has more health than when he went in, even though he's 1v9 currently. Dead Wish
Fade's
very
like-
low. Ooh,
See, there you go. They did it. They did it.
There it is.
Okay,
there it
well,
is.
sorry,
2.
boys.
You know,
You need 2
we're just having a
flawlesses.
little bit too much fun.
Maiev got to continue this Diva thing.
No!
That's fun.
R.I.P. Team Happy Cloud's flawless.
See, I told you. You mentioned their team flawless, and like literally less than a minute later.
Caster Curse.
Well, I told you, there can only be one team that's 24-0, and it's my team, so...
That's the only thing that's allowed.
What,
I
how
can't
much?
have them better than me.
That's core damage, right? Yeah. How much is on the core? Right
Oh,
now?
wow, yeah, let's take a look
Move
at
my
that.
camera, peon. Thank you, Snake. That's 3.
77% and climbing. I don't know what they know. It's 63%, 57. I don't think they know.
Catapult.
Oh,
I mean, the
Junkrat
catapult
is trying to
will
get
die.
back, but Galaxy Quest isn't letting him. 40, 37. Oh, they're just going
What
to deal
actually would
with
have
it.
been hilarious there is for
30%.
Hanukkah.
Oh, they can end at any time now on the side of THC. They have the Lunara. She doesn't have the accelerated contamination. They actually lose to Haka here. This is a Mortar Punisher heading through. D-Shapes is low. He's going to get dropped into the silence. That extra little damage from the Stukov level 1. Junkrat will go down. We are going to see Maiev traded out, though. Freckle Bob is also very low. But the big boy is heading through there, and at 20 minutes, it's going to be a hard defense with 30% on the core. Oh, Deckard is so low as well. Oh, I have never seen... Okay, there we go. I thought he was about to bait him through that lane, and if he did, that was going to be so incredible. But not today.
Yeah, it'd been really cool if Dahaka had been able to like burrow and clear out those minions, because those 3 catapults totally would have won the game. I mean, that's hard to notice because they were really deep into a 3-man team fight, but it's been one of those funny Winion moments.
Luckily, the keep is going to survive. The Punisher does go down, so the core lives to fight another day. And Crush, you are 100% correct. We're only allowed to have the best stats on this. If you guys could take over for 1 second, my mom is calling me, and there's really no reason she needs to call me at 8 o'clock at night unless something's gone terribly wrong.
Sure.
All right, Linehouse, go for it. You have control.
All right. So like I think there's new villagers also available. Okay, so anyway, they're getting. I think like they're gonna get bottom fort, and camp being taken top. I'm trying to figure out what the Bay Makers need to do at this point because they're pretty pushed back and losing down their core to 30%. That's pretty rough. Like I almost feel like Team Happy Cloud, the next objective, could just try to backdoor it, right? Like just sneak on in there. I think the next objective is top, though, unfortunately.
They have Lunara with... Oh, she did not go the structure damage, but I mean, she still does a lot of damage. But if they had the structure damage from Lunara, they definitely probably could backdoor. It's a little riskier on this map, just because there's really... It's not like that far, and it's very easy to tell. And like, hey, they're not on the objective. Maybe we should also not be on the objective and be waiting.
Yeah, but it's 30%. That's like what? 10 seconds at this point?
Not much. But again, there's a Diva bomb, there's Odin, there's Junkrat bombs to knock you away. The core freezes you to get stuck in place. It's definitely doable. Like Dahaka would have to be annoying the crap out of Baby Makers to keep them all there and living as long as possible.
I am back. Thank you for the analysis, my friends.
Oh, thank God. I can go back to sleep.
Yeah, but I mean, just like game 1 with level 20s for both teams, it's just going to come down to a team fight where, yeah, they're going to have to make sure they're constantly keeping aware of this top lane since there is no keep and still a fort. So catapult spawning every lane or every 30 seconds. That's going to be the biggest factor, is having to constantly deal with this top lane with only a Diva to be able to get him back and forth. Really, actually, you have Junkrat. Junkrat also does not have that talent, so...
They want that mid keep, though, don't they? Just get that little extra little win condition.
Yeah, another
very low,
42k.
They can get that extra experience from the game afterwards.
I was thinking, though, because, again, like, okay, here's the next objective, right? They push out middle a little bit. You gotta make Baby Makers, like, really think about, hey, what do we need to commit to? Even any kind of hesitation on their part could help win them.
I feel like it's been a top Punisher way more than any other lane. When's the last time we got a bottom Punisher? Wasn't it just a top Punisher? Like, just the last objective? Am I crazy?
I thought that was mid last time.
I feel like it was mid. We'll have to hold that. A Paper Tank is being absolutely just decimated. Gonna get out thanks to that Junkrat bomb. Stay Wild and Listen will come out. Not gonna connect onto anybody today, and that's been the unfortunate Stay a While. We got one 4-man Stay a While in game number 1, but since then on both sides, I don't think anybody has had much luck with it.
For the Lich King.
All right, that's gonna be. Oh, that's a good shove on the Diablo.
Shove's being really annoying. It's getting reset non-stop.
Oh, Michael's barely missing that tongue.
There's a diff though, so it's not gonna have it for a bomb.
Marbuckle looking for that Diva bomb. They don't have the containment disc now, so they can pop this bomb and be totally scot-free. Everybody playing so
harder and harder to kill
cautiously. Lightning Breath coming out from Diablo. Gonna zone everybody away. I ended up going for the Hailgate, not for the 12 seconds of Flame Breath coming through. Beautiful 4-man stun from Fade. There's the Diva bomb. There's gonna be the silence from Stukov. There's gonna be Junkrat down, Stukov down, Dahaka down, Frecklebob the next to fall. These Sheeps is low. This is a blue Arcane Punisher. Do the members care? Doesn't look like it. It's all 4 of them head to the core of Baby Makers.
Yeah, that's that 30% coming into play.
Yeah, getting 2 assassins. This should be almost guaranteed. You got catapults mid already. Containment is just to stop somebody. Yeah, this should be a pretty easy game for THC. Really clean from them in this game.
They lost a fort though, guys.
I can't wait to be in control of my camera again.
Wait, let me go over here.
game number 2, a solid clap back. Team Happy Cloud, hearing that, you know, they don't come back until game number 3, and they said, well, that's a lie. So we head back in through really, really nicely done. Just super, super clean rotation, super clean team fights. In fact, they did take a little bit of a battering. The only person going flawless this time around, as we take a look, is our 275 Delta on the Stukov. But, you know, props to them.
I mean, you gotta keep up that support KDA, most important stat.
That's,
What
I
was
mean,
the
that's all you
order?
need.
Of that game too. Was Blaze after the Maiev? Or at the same time? I don't remember.
Maiev, Blaze, I think. They got first pick, so they were the 4-5, if I remember correctly.
Alright, so that's a 1-to-1 team fight?
Yes.
Or 1-to-1 record?
Yes.
Did we they had first pick, so that was a map pick by
That was picked
Happy
by
Cloud?
Baby Makers.
Yeah. And THD picked game 1.
Yes.
Welcome to the cast. God.
We're not there for the map pick stuff.
I invited you to the map picks.
I know of no such thing.
I don't remember that happening at all. I feel like we're
I think she
being
just
lied
wants to
to.
flex her power as like head caster or lead caster and be like, "Hey, you guys shut
I'm
up!
not
I'm doing all
either
the
of
work.
those things.
We're just
She's
like-
assistant to the headcaster.
okay."
Alrighty, I think we're gonna go ahead and take 2 minutes just to give everybody a bio break. Before we do that, let's take a look at
Line up,
our
lobby's up.
screens, update
Yeah,
everything.
I was quick about this time. I saw the lobby. I'm like, I'm getting the hell in there.
Alrighty, so for those of you who are just now joining us, then welcome. We're on game number 3, our best of 5 happening in tonight. We'll take a look at this. As you can see, the members of Baby Makers banned away Infernal Shrines, banned away Battlefield of Eternity and Tomb of the Spider Queen. Team Happy Cloud banned Towers of Doom and Volskaya Foundry. Our first map was picked by Team Happy Cloud and Cursed Hollow and won by Baby Makers. Our second map was Infernal Shrines, picked by Baby Makers, won by Team Happy Cloud. We are now headed to Dragonshire this time round, which was picked up by... So far, it's actually looking like this was picked by Baby Makers. So let's go ahead and
Asking for a
update that
snack
bad
break.
boy.
Are you taking a break?
I would
Dixie?
like to take 2 minutes. Yes, please. So now that you have that all updated, go ahead, grab a snack, be right back, and we'll see you in just 2 minutes.
Firing shots, high caliber round. If you know what's best, then you better get down. Down. Get down. Down. Better get down. Down. Get down. I wanna see you get to the ground. You're being held up by the UK sound. Firing shots, high caliber round. High caliber round. Then you better get down. High caliber round. Then you better get down. High caliber round. Then you better get down. High caliber round. Firing shots, high caliber round. If you know what's best, then you better get down. Down. Get down.
And that's how you solve all of the hunger throughout the world.
I'm glad we had that discussion. Our viewers were able to get in on it. Welcome back, friends. This is the heroic semifinals with Baby Makers versus Team Happy Cloud. My name is Jinxie Cat, and it looks like the teams are ready to hop on in. So let's get back into that draft.
Once again, immediately banning the Brightwing on any type of global or any type of map. Don't like Brightwing. Let's see if somebody's going to ban my Ev. That seems to be a priority by both teams. Going to get rid of the Stukov this time, even though THC, or I guess they don't have first pick, so that's why they're banning the Stukov. Is anybody going to ban the Junkrat? Another one of really good Junkrat maps. Or Lunara, actually. Both a good Lunara or Junkrat map.
So far, we've only seen Team Happy Cloud play the Lunara. Obviously, not to say that Baby Makers don't, but the priority has fallen to Team Happy Cloud. So, yeah, we're going to see it banned out this time. Maybe with the first pick, they feel they can have Junkrat or Maiev, so they're just going to take whichever one is let through, is what I would suspect.
Eve, Maiev available for Baby Makers, both played. When I was doing a little bit of scouting, okay, never mind. I was going to say that I've seen them pick Vikings. So I actually would think it'd be really funny to see a Vikings in the on Dragonshire.
First pick it though, right?
Yeah, that's true. You wouldn't first pick it, so still visible, still viable to do a Vikings.
It's possible.
Don't even say it's never possible, never viable, never encouraged to do Vikings. Vikings players go to hell. Everybody knows that.
Okay, I want them to pick Vikings now. Okay, that is I hate that Anduin skin so much.
That's the worst Anduin skin.
The superhero one?
Yeah, the one where he looks like a smug son of a bitch, and he's even got like that weird ass like voice modulation. Yeah, like I hate it. Also Hanzo is picked, by the way. There it is.
Going to hell, yeah. Unfortunately.
Yes.
That call though.
I'm glad I'm in this game. All right, everyone. I call Red Viking.
Listen, if I can get this amount of knowledge from the literally 5 minutes of scouting that I did, like, it's so easy. Teams should be doing this very easily.
Do they play Vikings in general, or is it only on Dragonshire? Do you know?
Just have like 4 games of Vikings. I honestly didn't even look far enough to see what maps they played it on. I was just like, hey, I could see it come out here. I just had a feeling.
Imagine being so smart like Snag. Wouldn't that be amazing?
I'm now going to check to see what maps they have played it on. Just, I already have them up.
All right, I mean, I'm smarter than Snag, so I already know how that feels like.
We're going to see Falstad and Tyrande band away here. ETC picked up for D-Sheep here. And I'm curious. Never mind, I'm not curious. That was a stupid statement. We have Vikings. I'm like, do you think this is going to be an offlane ETC? Or that would be tank Vikings, which doesn't make sense.
No, it's 100% offline ETC. You now said it. You've whispered it into the ether, and it will be made so.
Oh, so actually, I guess if I had gone a little bit deeper, they have only played Vikings on Dragonshire.
Huh.
Oh.
So
anyway.
There's something
going back
there.
to that Johanna well, I see.
You know, there are some teams who just show up to play the game, which is 100% a viable way to do it. I know, like, if Snag didn't scout for our team, I don't think anybody else would, and then we'd show up and be like, huh, when they pull out their signature picks and we get bodied.
That's why I play on a team with Snag, though, Jinxie. That's literally the entire strategy. He'll do the scouting for us.
That's fair.
And that's why I'm smarter than Snag.
I don't even know what last pick they even do here. I think it might just be the Hawkeye again.
Malthael.
Malthael too. You always forget about the Malthael.
I'd really maybe like to see, like,
Can you stack it?
I don't know, maybe like a Thrall, and then instead of Hanzo Sylvanas going something that's kind of a Viking killer, so like a Phoenix or a Valera. I don't know how, like, it'd probably be a complete restructure of the team, but you gotta kill them to...
I mean, Malthael should kill them pretty easily, right?
I mean, they run away. They don't have to do anything. Malthael, the only thing that Malthael has to do is soak lanes. If he is freezing the lane, then he can't double soak. So it means he has to kill the lane to double soak, which means Vikings only just sit at their gate. And
doesn't
then
he get like
all
a
they need to control
boatload
is the little guy, Eric.
of last right stacks though?
He will, yeah, at level
Yeah.
10, probably. But then you're using your ult on Vikings. I mean, I guess it depends on how you want to look at it.
I mean, it's about sending a message, Jinxie. I don't know what you're talking about.
That's fair.
Well,
You know,
really
I'm the fool here, actually.
All right, now Jinx needs
Alright.
to call out all 3 Vikings, though.
You want me to call all
Yep.
3 Vikings? You got it. All right, as we head on in to game number 3. Oh, that's the flawless. Nobody has died yet. But as we head on in, we got Freckle Bob on that Malfurion. We got Paper Tanks on that Vala. These sheeps will be your ETC. We got Moorbuckle on the Eric. We got Moorbuckle on the Olaf. Moorbuckle on the Baylog. And last but not least, it's Deadwish on that Maiev.
All right, on the side of Team Happy Cloud, we have Brett Michaels on the Malthael, Fade on the Johanna, Galaxy Quest on the Murderer of Thousands, Saber on what was that?
Okay, that's nothing.
Saber on the Hanzo, and Delta on really like the worst skin in the game. Can do win.
All right, so now we need to ask who do we think is gonna win because Linehouse has Anduin on the Anduin skin.
Oh no, it's definitely Baby Makers. You don't pick the Anduin skin and expect to win a game.
Matter if the hero's good, the skin loses it.
Yeah. Did you know, actually the skin actually adds a 10% debuff. Did you not know that? Jesus.
Oh, man.
But so far, we've had 2 games of Hanzo being banned by Baby Makers. So now that Saber's being and like insta picked it when it was available, that might be the playmaker here. I'm sure it's scary enough to be having a respect ban for 2 games.
The nice thing about playing into Vikings on Dragonshire, just on that note, is I feel like this is probably one of the maps where the team rotates around most. It's not like a Towers of Doom where the team never leaves bottom, or like a Cursed Hollow where you have to be in those lanes. Like, you rotate pretty frequently here, and there's always usually somebody in a lane. So it's not like they can be hyper out-soaked here based on what is going through. Actually going to see Sylvanas head to the mid lane to clear that out. Down in the bottom, though, D-Sheeps is going to step on that bottom point. Top is being secured by Malthael, which makes a lot of sense, even though poor Brett Michaels has to play Ring Around the Rosie the entire game.
Were you seeing what Marbuncle was doing with the Eric? They had them floating in that middle. Yeah, in that middle spot. Oh my god, I would hate playing as Malthael.
Yeah, no, it's toxic. That's why these people go to hell.
Yeah, that's like what you do. You don't need to control all 3 lanes. You just need to control 2 lanes.
Yeah, I see you want to rotate. Well, then you're gonna take some damage. You get demounted.
There's one flawless.
No.
Oh yeah.
No, my flawless!
This is going to be a Baby Makers controlled dragon for the time being. Deadwish is incredibly low. It's going to be Hanzo, though, the first on the chopping block. Sleep coming out there from the Malfurion roots. It doesn't allow for the kill onto Paper Tanks or onto Deadwish here. So now teams just going to try and grab this soak. We'll see Malthael having a hell of a time, as you mentioned earlier, just trying to double soak. This is going to be first Viking on that dragon. Not the worst thing in the world. The 2-minute dragon should pretty much really only get a tower or 2, depending on how they defend. Maybe the whole front wall if they're feeling extra spicy. But down here grabbing this camp, that's going to be an extra push here.
Don't forget there's a second flawless. I don't know if you hit the button.
Oh.
No, my flawless!
And a third.
No.
Right.
Did you already die? I'll take a look.
Nope.
Oh,
That was the
thank
first
you.
one. I have the power again.
I feel like nobody finds this as funny as us, but we're going to continue to do it for the entire evening. Level 7 comes online for the side of Baby Makers.
That was a fast Dragoon.
Right, I was like, well, you don't really get much with the dragon, and they were like, hold my beer, as we absolutely decimate. Oh my god,
goodness.
this is just, oh, R.I.P. Sylvanas.
That's a flawless.
Through her gate into the stun, into the root, and tied. Like, she was like, I'm behind my gate, I'm fine. But lo and behold, fucking Cleve from Maiev is like, come over here.
These people have families. What the hell?
My Baby
Literally.
That
Makers.
was
I mean, depending on
That
how
was
you
so
look at
fast.
it, they came to play or didn't, you know, however you want to say it.
Came to play a very fast game. That's what they came
They're
to play.
absolutely just bonking in the lanes. How much damage down here? They got the tower on the bottom keep, so really just making me put my foot in my mouth right now.
All right, so
Full
how is this game gonna get dragged out to 30 minutes? Go.
Well, I'm betting that somehow Maiev dies in a team fight, and Malthael shows up, Vikings don't, and then they're able to get a fort, and I don't know about first that. Man, this Sylvanas, I'm
Poor Galaxy Quest is just like...
You just can't be, that's what, like, the fact that it cleaves past buildings, it's like old school Kel'Thuzad that, you know, could chain to a building. Like, oh, I'm just gonna hit this building and I'm gonna cleave to you. Like, that's so stupid. Like
Oh my god!
Quest.
You can't stand next to the gate.
Oh,
and
man.
the fact that I don't know if she's giving vision, I'm assuming she is, because she's probably, the Sylvanas is probably doing some attack that's giving the vision, so the Maiev knows to be right there at the gate.
Oh, another big stun. Another big stun. Oh my goodness, from Galaxy Quest right now. I'm just seething, waiting for this game to be over. It's one of the most mobile heroes in the game. Level 13 is a long way off for that Will of the Forsaken. And they maybe lose at this top fort here as well.
For sure, though. I think that's what you get for picking the murderer of Teldrassil. The
You
Teldrassil?
would be an
I don't play the
alliance
game.
scum, wouldn't you?
I'm sorry that I play for the side that's actually good.
Wow,
How are
what
they
a nerd.
good?
What?
I'm not gonna get into this to you right now, but something, Taran Homeland, devastated, something.
Something Garrosh. Do I have to say anything else? And Sylvanas.
Oh,
there goes
goodness.
the Hanzo.
Oh, Hanzo. Mind control on
Mind
Navala,
control.
though. That's a lot of damage. It is
There's her
gonna matter,
flawless.
actually, in the end. They ended up using the Blessed Shield as well. Light Bomb came out. But the big question mark to me here is we've got aesthetic dragons coming out with the Dragon Strike from the Hanzo.
Actually, the big question is, did you hit the My Flawless button for Vala going down?
I did
No,
not.
we're falling!
I also like during that that phase of the dragon beacons, you know, because they'd already taken the fort down on bottom, they actually swapped their lanes to have the 4-man up top and the Vikings bottom controlling the 2 lanes. You know, like, hey, they can push into the lane farther, they don't care. Aesthetics Dragons actually takes out the Dragon Knight really quickly.
Marbach
Last
was
right's-
still able to get away. No last rights there.
They did. Actually, did they?
Took last. No.
Okay, you
we'll
did,
take a
yeah.
look here, and it looks like yeah, since we don't have level 13 now, I'm trying to double check. They have spin to win. They don't have the invuln jump. I don't remember what level that is on, so if anybody who's a Vikings player knows, then I'd love to hear it. But I'm assuming maybe that's why. It could be level 13. I'm not 100% sure. We're going to find the mind control onto ETC. They have to be careful. We do have the mosh pit still available. Slide through Johanna thanks to the iron skin. Maiev looking to just keep everybody away for the time being. And they really have to be careful. Cage comes out. There's going to be the last rights coming through. There's the ETC. Oh my goodness. It's a bloodbath. Just so many heroics are being used there. 4 members killed. Galaxy Quest, 5 members now as well. And this is looking real rough for our friends on Team Happy Cloud.
That's a 5 for nothing special, right? That's pretty good. It's a great deal.
I think that might have been different if ETC had 200 less health or 200 more damage than Last Light would have killed him right when Mosh went off, and that might have gone a different way. But unfortunately, ETC lived with so little health coming out of that. And then
Also,
Vikings doing the global thing of just like, hey, by the way, we're also going to be in the fight with Play again.
Also, that was a Malthael flawless.
That was Malthael
I'm here to help.
flawless. Alrighty.
No, we're falling!
And that's the flawlesses.
The Vikings have twice as much soak as Malthael.
Oh my
He's
god.
doing his best, okay? It's not his fault that baby
Vikings
makers
are-
are toxic.
Vikings are doing Viking things.
Oh man, speaking of baby makers, they have just got full control of this map. All the lanes are pushed in, camps are being taken, Vikings on both sides, Vikings in the middle. You hate to see it. So you are
It's
gonna
to take
see
Dragon.
the dragon just chilling, heading to that mid lane. And we'll see what they can do with this. As Baby Makers have really run away with this game number 3. Is this the sub 10-minute game to make up for the last hour and a half of 2 games?
No, I don't. Is the dragon not that strong yet, though? Right? I mean, it's level 16, I guess.
Still not really.
Isn't it? Yeah, right.
They're 3
It's
levels
not-
up, though. This is really devastating. I mean, at this
For
point,
sure.
I feel like Team Happy Cloud just need to kind of hope for a miracle play as they're coming through the bottom lane. They're looking to end here.
Want to get that sub 10 minutes, just like you said. They're listening.
You have
They have 7
seconds.
seconds to do it. Aesthetic Dragon's coming through, actually dealing an insane amount of damage to ETC. They're going to see one Viking go down. Their last right's connecting, but ETC does not go down just yet. The core is falling. Dragon is being punished by everybody. Maiev dropping the K, 64% and falling for the time being. 49, and it's looking like pretty handily. Baby Makers have this
All the
game
Vikings
number
there.
2, or 3, excuse me. There's the mosh pit, the save from Galaxy Quest. ETC ends up going down. We are going to see, the invulnerable come out from the Vikings. That is going to be game number 3, going over to Baby Makers. Is it just, oh man. What
30
an
seconds
infuriating
off.
team comp.
Yeah.
30 seconds off from glory. Sub 10 minutes. So close.
They know Snag has to go to bed soon.
Hopefully, if THC wins the next one, then I might.
Alrighty, we'll take
No,
a
but
look
then I'll
here.
have to
12
try.
to 2
Will
in
you, though?
favor of Baby Makers.
How dare you?
I mean, just the soak. Lost Vikings basically having double the soak. None of them died, actually. No Lost Viking died.
Wait, really? That's actually incredible.
Just doing their job.
If one dies, but not up to a full, I don't think it shows on the stat screen at the end.
Really? Even if it's 0.25?
I think it was like
I guess that's true. Yeah,
0.25.
Olaf
I
did
think
die at the end there.
one Viking did die
Yeah,
in
Olaf died at
the
the end.
bottom lane.
I guess it doesn't show up.
But still, one Viking coming through and getting a one Viking death is really impressive. We'll take a look at the talents, get ready for game number 4. We'll head on in. No map yet, but I have to say, absolute props to the teams for just flying through. Okay, what do we want to do? This? Let's go. Because as a caster, it can be so frustrating when it's a game ends and they're like, well, we could go to map X, but map Y is also available. And someone's like, I don't want to go to map Y. Mercury is in retrograde, and we always do bad when those two are combined. So, yeah, beautifully
What our
done
team
here.
does.
We'll head on to this is my first Alterac Pass cast. What happens, Alterac Pass,
There's-
in case you were wondering, chat?
Alteric.
And I'm assuming this was picked by the red team. This is what I would expect from the Dirty No Good team that picks Vikings.
First pick by map pick by Brett or by.
All right, all
Baby
3
Maker?
casters are in. Cool. All right, we are ready. All right.
Ready to roll out.
I don't think either team has played Alterac Pass this season.
Really? That's an interesting. Just bring him to a whole new map.
No, neither team have played this map.
I wanted to bring it to us, so there was some reason for Snag to have turned on his camera tonight. But the second that I always bring
No.
it to us, it ends up
You
heading
just
to the
want to
map.
show off.
So,
You just want to show off Captain Limemouse. I understand.
Yeah, that's
And his
fair.
mighty seafaring vessel. Yo ho ho.
I realize I never turned on my OBS for you guys again, so you can see where we are. So there we go. Well, let's take a look at this draft, huh? What do you guys think? Are we going to see a Brightwing ban?
Well, not from THC. I would bet this is tough now. Now you want to ban Maiev, you want to ban Medivh, you want to ban. I think they are also banning Stukov, but they're first pick now, so they probably won't ban Stukov. But now do you ban the
Vikings.
Vikings because you just saw them play it out. But So far, they have only played Vikings on Dragonshire, but nobody's played Alterac, so you have no idea what they like to pick here.
We are going to see
well,
the
neither
Maya
team.
banned out. I think what THC should do, because I see that Brightwing is going to be banned away, maybe ban the Stukov and grab Junkrat for themselves, just because he's so strong on this map. And,
I would bet
Do
that
they have a
like
Viking
Stukov
killing
more than they like
comp?
Junkrat. Maybe they ban Hogger. Probably
Oh,
not
that's
worth
a
it,
good
though.
ban. The lanes are so small that you can bounce back and forth. Okay, yeah, they don't want to deal with this shit at all. They're like, get it out of here, you know.
It's just
Fool me
Baby
once.
Maker's picked it. Yeah.
Nara coming through. All right, so this should be a pretty cut and dry Junkrat pickup here, right? If I had to guess. So.
On
I think they
Unless
like
you played
Stukov
it.
more.
yeah, I have to say Stukov.
Okay, fair enough. So then this
Ooh,
should be a pretty
and
cut
a
and
new
dry.
skin, right? Is that a new
Yeah.
Stukov skin from last game? And a new Junkrat skin? Oh, these teams are mixing it up. Look at that.
All right, so these are two of my favorite heroes because now there's never a better way to rekindle the rage. If your tank has ever ruined a skill shot for you, be it an ETC or a Johanna, something like that, now you can use your Junkrat boops to fuck up the hooks every single time.
Out there.
Right? Like that's the end goal, right? So actually gonna see Nubarak and Hanzo come out from the side of Team Happy Cloud.
Gonna be the game already. I can see this is gonna be the game of nobody taking the objective ever. It's gonna be two people delay the objective from the other person taking it. Everybody takes the camp and everybody sit in their own lane and have fun. This is I'm betting first objective is by level 13.
Level 13? You've lost your damn mind.
You think that early?
Right.
Uh-oh.
Oh, no,
With the
man.
BM.
No, man. I bet you there's
We don't even see. We don't
That
even
was
see
supposed
chat,
to
so
be
we don't even
this.
know what they were
Yeah.
talking about.
Yeah, well, at the end of the game, we'll be able to go back through and be like, hey guys, by the way, this was the ban. If you had to speculate, what do you think they banned?
In chat, probably. Oh, Lunar's already banned. I don't know.
Blaze?
Maybe a
Decker
Sylvanas?
Kane gonna be banned away. Do they maybe go for an Anduin or a Malfurion
Haka?
ban?
Haka might have been
Haka
banned. No,
could
I
be
guess not.
No, they took Dahaka. Okay.
I think Sylvanas might have been banned.
I was gonna say Sylvanas or maybe a healer, Malfurion, Anduin.
Well, no, they already have Stukov, so they wouldn't be a healer.
That's right, I'm stupid. Deckard Kane banned. Yeah, probably Sylvanas then. I bet you're correct.
See Ming.
Li Ming, yeah, that makes sense. Or Junkrat. Never mind, Junkrat's already been picked again. I'm stupid.
The offlane ETC.
Ooh, how about that?
wait.
It's a big thick boy team.
Offlane ETC with stage dive. You got Hogger for camp, plus also sitting in a lane.
So maybe
yeah,
a
this is
Tychus?
gonna be. This is them gonna be trying to. This is gonna be scary because they're gonna be trying to delay with Stukov, but there's a Stitches there to be able to hook a Stukov. That's why I'm thinking it's not gonna happen until 13 when Stitches gets
Yeah.
big hook, and he can actually hook Stukov over the wall.
I
Alright.
think that was a good pick too, because they knew they had to pick their support last, and so you can't really counter the beef anymore.
Stitches with the Lucio. A little interesting. So they're not going to get too much combination off the hooks other than Stitches sitting on a Junkrat trap. And hooking a beefy boy is not that big of a deal. But there's a Falstad there, and Falstad probably can go... I don't know if Falstad goes auto attack build and tries to go burn at 13, or if he tries to go lightning, actually.
Hmm.
I don't know who I like here more.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
Hmm.
I want the beefy boys to win just because it's offline ETC and that's fun. But I think Baby Makers probably has the better comp here with the double global and the potential with health burn from Falstad.
I'm kind of worried about Baby Makers just for the fact they have a lot of poke damage, but I don't necessarily see them having really anything to finish a kill outside of like a Stitches. Like if they get like a hook gorge maybe, but
There's no
100%
CC like there's no CC to defend against a dive. That's a very divey team that they have on the side.
It's a
Of,
divey team with only Hanzo damage behind it.
That's
I mean,
fair.
ETC
I
auto
mean,
attack and
Hogger
Hogger
does
damage, but
Hogger does decent damage. I think.
I
ETC
think Baby
can
Maker has
do
it.
decent. I don't know. I mean, I think Baby Makers might have it because I think they've been playing better tonight, overall.
I don't know
But
about
I
that.
actually think I like
Yeah, I don't
I
know
like
about that either.
THC's I like THC's draft pick.
We'll have to see as we head on in. I am in agreement. I love triple tank. I think it's super fun, and that it has a special place in my heart. But we'll have to see. I think it's really going to come down to the Stitches hooks. If they can hit a bunch of hooks and get a bunch of kills, then they've got it made in the shade. Otherwise, then it's just kind of a rough time. Ooh, lots of damage coming out onto Stitches, and this is what we're talking about right out the gate. The block from Hogger, who's actually going to take quite a bit of damage. Support Galaxy Quest would just like to play the game, please.
That tower. No minions missed by ETC. Nobody's going bot though. Gonna miss those big globies.
Uh-oh. Finally, Hanzo gonna make his way down.
Like the classic Anubarak Hogger gank.
You love to see it. They're getting lots of good damage onto Stitches here. There's quite a bit of stuff to shut down the hook as well, so... Yeah, I guess
Yeah, I
it
mean, it's
really
one of those
comes
things that
down
like
to-
you hook a beef guy and you're like, okay, well, I'm just gonna stun everybody now, or I'm gonna burrow out, or I'm gonna slide out, or I'm gonna spin to win out. How did you cancel?
You
on
cancel?
Hogger taking
Yeah,
that
everyone's-
quick.
Everyone's helpful. The classic off lane matchup.
Oh,
You
Hanzo
love to
versus
see it.
Falstad.
no, that's what's so weird about this.
Yeah, this is interesting, you know? I mean, the whole game is
build.
just kind of, like Snag was saying, I mean, if you're a Nubarak and Stitches hooks you, you're like, oh, I get to come into the whole enemy backline and I didn't even need to use my E. Like, thanks, bro, as you QWE and ruin their lives. You're gonna look for Dead Wish here, not gonna find him. Immediately has to pop his own Heelys. Oh, they find the stun though. Dead Wish has to
Ooh,
back
that
away,
was
hit
really
that
close.
tap.
That was a good little E to get out of there. I'm trying to figure out. He went target practice, but it doesn't. Can I see how much he's? Do I have to click on the hero?
You have
I
to go
think
to
so.
Oh yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I guess you have to click on.
Yeah,
it.
heroes hit once, two. It doesn't tell me what heroes.
Oh, Galaxy Quest! Ooh, we get to win. Nev, just kidding.
Wait, how do I get rid of this thing now that I've clicked it?
Just E or do a box click.
all right. Hogger first bloods. You know what that means, everybody.
No, my wallet!
I think I turned off box click on my thing.
Uh-oh.
No, like dragon
Yeah,
area.
I turned it off. I don't know, I
even
can't
know
do
the
it.
thing you can turn off.
I'm just telling you. I'm just being honest here right now. What were the other options to turn this off?
Are you done? There's a lot of minion soaking that
Nope.
I'd like to discuss if you guys are done.
No, they're just soaking minions.
We
So,
do have
Falstad
level
did go auto
7
attack build.
almost online. Lots of quests all around for the teams. No surprise. Enhanced agility from Dahaka here. Frequent flyer from Falstad. Of course, we've got, once again, Journeyman Cooking coming out from Hogger this time, but it's on the side of THC. And then, as mentioned earlier, target practice from Hanzo, but he's got a big old goose egg sitting in that for the time being.
He's got 4 hit once though. I know this because I'm stuck on Hanzo, so I can just watch this. I'm gonna try
Hit
this bad boy.
1-1 EO if you're stuck on him.
1-1 EO.
But don't hit it on the number
Oh.
pad. You have to hit it on the
No, I
top
did it.
numbers. Okay.
I got it. Actually, I got to 1-1 E and it took it away at that point.
That's
Ooh.
right. I always did luck under the observers if you want to see what I'm looking at. But I'm just looking at minions
Nah.
soaking.
I'm just gonna watch this bot lane because I'm fascinated by this Hanzo Falstad.
Yeah.
I'm just waiting for
Discussion.
nobody to take the objective until 13.
How salty do you think Saber is that their quest is to hit all the heroes and the team has relegated them to bot lane versus Falstad?
They got 1 stack. All right.
I was gonna say, do you think? Oh, do they finally have one? They sure do. I bet you it's
Finally
against
able to hit
Falstad. Oh, Marbuckle is
Ooh,
very
that hook.
low, but he manages to get away no problem. There's the stun onto Stitches. However, it's Stitches who's thick as heck. Yeah,
Wait,
big
no.
thick boy doesn't even care.
Oh,
Big bounce
look.
away from the Junkrat. Oh, we're actually gonna get the objective channel to level 8,
Yeah.
so not
Yeah.
far off.
They haven't gotten it yet.
That's
No.
fair.
Gotten it yet.
No, it's gonna be before 13. I trust. Please before
Oh
13.
no, Delta is on the wrong side of town. The whole U.S.
They're
Army is here.
fine.
Oh
They're
man,
fine.
Junkrat. No,
Okay, so they're not fine, but you can play the flawless now.
I did. You sure got it. Uh oh, Hogger.
Silver linings.
Now because those two died, they're gonna get the objective, and I'm upset about it.
Yeah, I told you before 13.
Well, if they didn't die there, then like
If
both
didn't
teams have
die-
amazing.
If you know, if they weren't playing the game, you're right.
but they're not
they
gonna get
would've
it.
been-
Called it. Easy.
Oh my god, it's 11 seconds for THC. Tender hugs and care. That's our new team name.
They have a sweet little logo.
I do love their logo.
Happy Cloud.
Yeah. I don't know what Baby Maker's logo is. I can't really tell.
Maybe.
It's a baby wearing glasses because he's a smart baby.
I don't like
He
babies.
might be in trouble here. If he burrows, there can be a hook coming afterwards. Oh,
Ooh,
okay, good.
that was a
Minion
great
play.
way to do it. Gets out of
Yeah.
The
vision.
Beatles. The Beatles.
Level 10 has been picked up, so this is going to be a really hard defense for the side of Team Happy Cloud if they want to come in and try and stop it. 22 seconds and counting right now. Riptire, Gorge, ISO, everything pretty standard here. High five coming out. There's going to be the Gus for the interrupt. Uh-oh, Fade gonna go
Which trap? That was
down.
awesome.
There's
say
going
level
to be
10 has been
Hanzo going
called.
down as well. So much damage coming out here. Brett Michaels actually managing to get away. Let's take a look here because holy heck, guys, we have a that's a crowd surfer from ETC coming out.
Make sure you can get away from any type of Stitches, Hook, and Gorge.
Level 11. You were very close.
These team
Nah,
fights.
he was wrong. That's what
Yes.
matters. He
Oh.
was wrong.
It's no Johanna Means family logo, but it's very nice. That's right. And remember to subscribe to Nikki G on YouTube if you want to show respect. Ooh, that minion got fucked.
To be fair, they deserved it. Walking straight
Dirty
down a
minion.
line in a lane. Idiots.
So
Like they
I think
want to die.
There's a lot harder for THC to clear here now that the objective is not on their side.
So you guys are going to
Big
go through
lane,
with a massive
taking a little
shove.
longer. Because Falstad should be able to bully out the ETC. Although we're just guaranteeing structure damage. Yeah, I think level 13, I mean, Baby Maker is going to get crazy at level 13 with the Falstad % damage.
Lots of good damage coming through. Bottom gate has been taken. Middle gate also been taken. Save one tower, which is climbing. Up in the top, up gate and well going down. It's a hard one for Brett Michaels, as you were just saying earlier. Just nothing he can really do against Falstad.
So he actually was going Crowd Surfer, and he's going Echo Pedal level 7. Oh yeah, for the wave clear, and then with Stage Dive. So Hanzo, Dahaka is actually, not Dahaka, Hogger is actually the top damage for Team Happy Cloud at only just about 13,000, with Dahaka on the top damage for Baby Makers at 13,700. So these offlaners
Constantly
just-
brawling.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the offlaners stacking all their, padding all their stats.
Oh my goodness, that didn't look like it was gonna hit Faye. Getting a little bit of a surprise there.
Hanzo
Also,
finished his
watching
quest
the
yet?
brawl in the
What's he up
bot
to?
lane. I missed it.
I
He's
can
got
tell you
2
who he needs
stacks.
to hit, yeah. But he's got the
He
extra
doesn't
range
take.
since he's hit everybody once.
I think this is a better setup for Baby Makers. They've got Falstad now, who is gonna fly. Where's he going? Oh, he's gonna find in this middle and gets the gust out. There's gonna be a lot of damage coming through. Lucio going down. Riptire coming through. Fade is very, very low. The next to fall here, that is gonna be ETC next on the chopping block. The team running away, trying to get through. Hogger is gonna finally be able to pop that unstoppable. He get caught by the Dahaka ultimate, but a successful trade out for the side of Baby Makers. Getting 2 for 1 here, and now getting ready to grab this second objective of the game.
Saber really likes aesthetic dragons. Interesting.
It was pretty. I
Surprised
mean,
to
it
see
was
it
nice.
again.
While we were standing still, waiting for somebody to pop out of Stitch's belly, they just, were eating a bunch of dragon damage, and so Lucio sitting there was eating a whole bunch of dragon damage. Look at this Stukov being annoying as crap.
I like that he dodged the hook too.
Yeah, like
Like
constantly.
Delta's like,
moving.
nah.
Especially since it stands there for like 4 seconds and resets from hitting people. So it's always up and available. That's what I was expecting to happen before they took the objective. Is like Hanzo pokes, Stukov pokes, and then from the other side you got Junkrat and Stitches. And so they just constantly delayed as they pushed other lanes. But team fights happened and people died.
So, how often do you guys, when you're playing a game and you see Stukov on the enemy team, just go,
All the time.
that's the only thing you can do. I feel like Stukov is so frustrating to play against, and this is exactly why. The new build is really super annoying. Whoever decided that we should just pack all these talents into one has no idea what they're doing, which makes sense because they're probably like a StarCraft developer or something.
To be fair, this is still not the most annoying form of Stukov. Don't
Is it
forget,
not?
release the original version of Stukov and Lurking Arm. I think was still more annoying.
Huh.
I don't remember Stukov being annoying on release.
It's been a really
On
long time.
release,
I remember he was
it
powerful.
had a
on-
massive range. It had a massive range.
Oh, we're gonna see the stage dive coming in. They don't manage to hit Marbuckle though. We've got the guys fighting this back as it was capped up by the blue team. However, they are interrupted. D-Stream's trying to keep them all off. Lots of scatter arrow damage, but nothing to secure yet. And it looks like we are going to see another set of warriors go over to the side of Baby Makers.
Looking at the healing here, the actual offlaners like the Hawk and ETC are not too far away from the regular healers on their self healing.
Everybody's just been kind of doing their own thing, and also there's a little bit of damage. They're going to try and look for Death Wish here. Not going to connect. Hook won't connect either now. Let's see where they prioritize. It looks like mid lane is going to be the biggest point of contention, which makes sense. It does open up the lane most. It does give you access to the camp, to all the sneaky points around the objectives. With the well down, it's going to be a hard fight for the side of Team Happy Cloud. Oh, there's the hook. That makes it even harder. Ooh, Cocoon coming out. Hanzo to safety. Nice stun follow-up from a new rack. Jeez, Fade keeping everybody in check. Freckle Bob getting incredibly low, and the members just have to back out. The mid-fort lives just for now.
Their combo
Barely.
with Stukov Junkrat, not Stukov, the Stitches Junkrat is the, Stitches
RIP.
eats somebody and just walks over to a trap and just like, hey, we're gonna keep you here for a little bit. We don't need CC since we have the Junkrat. Yeah, it reduces their armor for insta kill as well.
I can't help but think that Dragon Arrow stun would have secured 2 or 3 kills there.
Yeah, I'm not really
Instead of
sure
having them
about
back-
the Dragon Strike with nothing to really keep people in it, because, I mean, I guess if they had like a Leoric or something, it would make sense, because that Lucio sure would have died. But I guess the chip damage is enough, they think.
Dragon Arrow definitely
Well,
wouldn't have killed Lucio there because nobody else would have been able to be there to do damage afterwards. Dragon Arrow is there
Right,
when you have a
but-
full combo of stuns, and Aesthetics
He
Dragon definitely
was
did
so
more damage.
low.
Yeah, but
The
that
Lucio
only
was
because
so
of
low.
Aesthetic Dragon.
I mean, I don't think they would have killed him with the arrow there. However, I feel like I don't think Dragon Strike is the best. RIP, the Haka.
Yeah, that was a big combo there too. Used everything, but it was there.
Boss going down.
This is a
Trucking
better
over.
trade for the side of Baby Makers, though, just because this boss is pushing on the keep. And while the boss isn't necessarily the strongest boss, they've got Falstad waiting in the wings. And this will grab a keep if it's uncontested. So it's something that the members need to be considerate of on the side of
They
Team Happy
only have a
Cloud.
Hanzo to clear it, really. And their camp clear is pretty slow when it's moving around like this.
How dare
Yeah.
you? Stukov can help clear this. Look at that. Thwack.
The big slaps.
Brett Michaels just hanging out, dancing in the middle between two icebergs or ice puddles.
Oh, looking for Dead Wish.
Oh, that might have been his dash.
Oh my
It was.
goodness. The Gus has to come
Okay.
out. There's a friendly hook as well.
Having used a
God.
Gus against 2 tanks feels bad.
You love the old ETC and Uberat gank.
Yeah, the
The
classics.
classic. Camps being taken. It's very important to take camps on this map. You love to see it.
Mercs. We always need mercs.
Level 20s
Really?
for baby makers.
Ooh. Yo, I don't know why. I never noticed there's like little peons in the forest cutting down trees. There are alliance ones. They're in the like next to ETC actually. There's one nearby.
Oh, yeah.
Wait, is there alliance ones? Hold on.
Sure there is.
Sure there is, right? I'm too busy actually playing the game usually. The notes and all this stuff. Now I'm looking
Oh
up.
man, there's the hook onto Hanzo. Fade coming through. Actually gonna burn out. There's nothing they can do. They can't get in position this time around. But there's gonna be one dead Hanzo coming through.
I've only found
Man.
the one peon.
These level 20s. What can you do? That's what all 3 objectives so far going over to baby makers.
Yeah,
Pretty
some-
like not too contested, other than like the level 10 fight that went in their favor. Seems like there's just I mean that's the problem with playing against the Stitches is that he just gets the one hook and you just can't fight anymore, and then gets another hook and now you can't fight for another 30 seconds. And his hooks every 8 with the cooldowns from
Right.
hitting people.
Time to show them what the stone pikes can do.
Cooldown 4, 9, yeah, what, 6, 7 second hook. It's ridiculous if you hit somebody.
Right. Love to see
I've
what
never-
they can get.
I'm pretty sure this is part of World of Warcraft in the lower
Yeah.
left here. This little like divot area, right? With the 2, and then like the ice water.
I mean, this is a battleground from World of Warcraft.
There used to
Yeah,
be
yeah.
an alliance quest, I think, where you would kill the guys that were cutting because, like, the night elves were pissed about it or something.
I see 2 peons napping next to a campfire, and one's diligently still working like a chump.
Oh man, back to the game at hand though. We do have this keep being taken. Falstad gonna push in best as he can. Get the rest of the team to back him up. So they're just kind of hanging out for right now. Keep getting lower and lower up in the top. Brett
That
Michaels
hides
really
behind the
trying to
fort.
deal with Moorbuckle, but has to come down to try and fight this out. Aesthetic Dragons does come out. There's the Gust. They managed to find the stun on to D-Sheeps, but he's just able to walk away. No problem. Ooh, they
like
find the
the-
Hogger.
That was a
Slide
great
is
hook.
coming
Never
out.
mind
We
it.
don't have the cocoon. He manages. Ooh, doesn't manage to get away. Tries to drop the shockwave, but it's not going to be enough.
Oh my god.
I mean,
Back to
I
back
really like
those
that hook.
hooks.
Knowing that they're going upwards to defend the keep, had no vision of them, but just threw it blind. But like, hey, everybody's going north. And
Of course.
Lucio there with the unstoppables to make sure that they can't get stunned by the ETC.
There's just really nothing. Oh man, I didn't think I liked Baby Maker as a comp before, but they're absolutely just dongling with the Stitches hooks. Turns out, if your Stitches can hit hooks, that's all you need.
That's how you play Stitches.
I mean,
All you
my
need
Stitches never
are
hit hooks, so I don't know what that's like.
Wow. I hit them on the wrong people.
He hits him on like an ETC, and then we all get moshed and die.
Yo, I got the bright. Ooh, that's ETC. my bad.
So now they're getting bottom boss, 2 keeps down, so that core has basically no armor. Coming in with any hooks with the boss pushing could be game, or just go easy and get the objective. And also could be basically his game
Yeah, they
Could be
put-
series.
and the series. Yeah, you're right.
Team Happy Cloud are in a really rough position here just because they leave the boss pushing, then, yeah, that ends the game. But if they leave the objective pushing, that ends the game. So, what do you do?
Ooh,
Looks like we're going to
top
look for a
boss.
double boss play as boss is being taken care of down in the bottom. This keep isn't long for this world. Brett Michaels coming in, and we do finally have 20 to 20 team fights here, so potentially we could look to see the teams pick it, but actually Fade is starting in on this objective, so gonna try and leave the Beatles to deal with that while he gets us here. Marbuckle, though, is on top of it. They see Dahaka, and man, there really isn't much Team Happy Cloud can do besides, you know, a major upset happening right now.
Yeah, luckily the boss does heal themselves, but yeah, I mean they're in a checkmate scenario.
Christ.
There's the gust coming
Another
through.
hook.
There's going to be the silence from Sukov. Is it enough? The Riptire will connect. There's so much damage. Stitches actually finally ended up going down. Frekobov able to get out of those aesthetic dragons. We are going to see the huge stage dives coming through. Oh, Dead Wish is so very low. The interrupt onto that barrel roll. They get the two-man kill. They lose the key, but, you know, this isn't the worst case scenario for this side of Team Happy Cloud. That's kind of the miracle they needed to stay alive.
Something, but still a 3v3. You got annoyance from both Lucio and Junkrat to defend. Yeah, because even a boss with no keeps, that ends the game. Like they're whittling them down. Their health is higher, even though Stukov is there.
Ooh, the boss is low. The core is still fine, though. It will regenerate. There's lots of minions, but I think Saber and Brett Michaels should be able to take care of it. We've got 20 seconds on the ETC to stage dive in. Oh, man. It's super sketchy, but they managed to hold on to it. Now the team has to back away. They weren't able to stop Marbuckle from channeling. So THC, they just have to back away for right now. Speaking of backing away, Fade is going to jump right in there. Not going to connect with that Impale. So, once again, just backing up.
To the 5v5 now, so they're going to need another miracle fight. They did kill Stitches really quickly with the Aesthetic Dragons and the stun lock, and Lucio was zoned out far enough where you couldn't get the high five. If they can get that again...
Dragon's down. Oh, Fate doesn't connect with the stun. Lots of damage. Here's ETC, though. Oh, my goodness. They nearly kill off Dahaka there. Stitches is in the cocoon. That is going to be ISO. Actually interrupted the 7-second cooldown coming through. D-Shape's looking for the hook. Doesn't find Delta there. Oh, my goodness. I'm stressed, and I'm not even playing this game. Like, my team's already out for this season. I've got bated breath. Oh, the channel comes through. They need to deal with this top lane.
About 30 seconds to get back to the team. Looks like they might be... I don't know. They can't just give this up.
If they give this up, they will lose. It's just the cut and dry facts. 29 seconds on ETC.
They would have to get a 5-man wipe right before the objective, like, spawns. Ooh, so they might be giving up. They might be playing safe. Got there just in time, playing it safe. Baby Makers knows that they can play it slow and let the catapult knolls come into each lane and stack up.
Right now, it's on THC to make a play. This is Baby Maker's game to lose. So honestly, the way the lanes are going, they don't have to team fight really for the rest of the game. They just need to stall out these objectives, and eventually they will win just with sheer minion push.
Okay, barely getting out with a burrow. DC has stage dive.
We can't get back in. There are the dragons. We have the dragon upgrade, so that'll be up in just a couple of seconds. Ooh, a great wind tunnel coming in. ETC in the back will get stuck in the root, however. Lots of damage coming through. Unstuck onto Stitches. Paper tanks popped like a balloon. Delta very low, but able to keep themselves alive with the massive shove. And this is a great position for Baby Makers to be in.
Chukov just barely living there. Junkrat actually got booped onto his own side of the, or into the opposite side of the bomb. bopping himself back into the enemy team. Just a little bit of a bump.
Well, this is the consequences of my own actions. Oh, Marvel is really spicy. He needs to be careful. The unstop coming out from Lucio. With that, though, we are going to see D-Sheeps provide enough threat to push everybody away. THC need to play this so calculated. They really don't want to lose anybody here.
Yeah, they sent Hanzo back. I think they probably needed to guarantee that they got the objective, because if they got the objective, then the minions would be pushed back anyways. The little damage that the core would have taken would have been healed back up by just the objective. Now they're kind of stuck letting Junkrat come back.
I mean, there's 2.5 seconds left. I feel like they need to be channeling this no matter what, even if they only get 0.1 of a second, you know, every single time. You can continue for that 0.1. It's not going to pay off, though. Galaxy Quest, the next to go down. ETC coming in with the stage dive. We do have a very low Hanzo who goes down just in time as he finishes his quest. Fade was stuck in that. ETC the next to go down. I don't see any way that Team Happy Cloud can buy back into this with only Stukov alive. The GG's already being called.
Yep. Objective already at 3rd health, multiple minions on it. Just Falstad will be able to finish this up, and that gives Baby Maker. Is this champions or is this semis?
This is semis.
Moving on to the next round.
Yeah, very nicely done. Really great job by Team Happy Cloud as well, though. Let's take a look at all of this. They definitely put on some really great games. It could have gone either way. In the end, though, Baby Maker's just with some really insane drafts doing quite well. In fact, I'll take a look here, and it's looking in the heroic. It's I Just Enjoy Breadman versus... They fight the winners, Phoenix Rising versus I Just Enjoy Bread. Like the OG Phoenix Rising, not Aquamarine or whoever had the 33 other teams they have. 14-5.
Right.
In favor of the side of Baby Makers. Really, really well done. Spicy comps coming out from the members of THC, but just not enough tonight. Still, I feel like that's a loss you can be happy with. They put on a really good set of games.
I mean, game 1 was exhausting with the post level 20 fights.
I thought they had a good chance to actually come back and win game 1. And I think it just felt like game 3, right? Baby Makers kind of, it seems like they kind of demoralized them. Yeah, because this one seemed like they were off their little game for a little bit, and they were able to get back in slightly, but they just really felt kind of like, it just looked like they were demoralized after game 3, maybe.
I mean, Baby Makers were playing, they were playing their game at that point with the drafts, getting the Junkrat and Stitches, getting the level 13 hooks with Junkrat being right there. They're just able to play their game.
We don't have to speculate for long, as I'm talking with Paper Tanks right now. They're discussing interviews. So if we all want to hop into Lobby 2, Dead Wish is there waiting to answer all the grueling questions I'm sure that we have.
Right.
All right. Hello, my friend. How you feeling after that series?
We're feeling really good. Team played fantastic. Just great games all around. Great game. Seriously, I can't say enough about the sportsmanship of the other team, though. Letting us go through, even though we missed a ban. It's really cool of them.
Oh, yeah, we actually missed that. So who did you guys end up banning?
There's a Leoric ban.
Okay, Leoric ban.
Yeah, but seriously, top tier to the other team. That was really awesome of them.
Yeah, they're a good set of folks. So yeah, talk us through. How did you guys prepare for tonight? Because this was a pretty big set of games. You guys are moving on to the finals.
We've been playing on and off. We've been playing more recently, of course, because finals are coming up. We've just been trying to get better drafts set up. Because we've been really pigeonholed in some of our previous drafts earlier in the season. Mm-hmm. So it's nice to have a little bit more flexibility in drafts, different plays that we can pick.
Absolutely. So heading on over to game number 1. What really was your plan going in there? Because it was super spicy back and forth. Like, I think it really set the tone for how the series was going to go. And I guess it's the biggest question is how did you keep calm under all that pressure?
I mean, we've been in so many scenarios where we've had like we've actually had 1 HP court holds before, so we're pretty used to holding at the last second if it has to. But that game, the comps were a little weird. We just tried to. We knew a lot of the picks that they liked on that map. They liked the Brightwing. They liked the Hanzo. They're really good on those maps. Yeah, nothing too special. Team played well.
Sure thing. Any questions from you guys about any of the games before we continue on? Snag line.
You had a the Maiev insta pick in round 1. Is that more of a confidence pick of you'll just play whatever, or is that thinking that they were that the other team wanted to pick it or ban it? Like, was it more of a you guys wanted it, or more of a you guys didn't want them to have it?
People kind of refer to me as Maiev one trick, so I play a lot of the hero, but I also think it's just overly strong right now. The disc buff was uncalled for. The double vault 20 helps a lot. Obviously, they played Maiev into us game 2, and we lost that game. I'm just really comfortable on Maiev. Our team's played with it a lot, so we ripped the Maiev.
It's definitely looking strong.
Absolutely. So, game number 2, not a lot to talk about. You guys, you had a rough one. They ended up really just kind of pulling the rug out from under you. I guess the biggest question for me personally is when you had those catapults on their core, you dropped to 30%. Did you notice that was happening? Were they just keeping you there too long? Or was it kind of like oh crap, guys, we need to go deal with that?
We knew the whole time. I called that we'd get hurt core damage. I didn't think it'd do that much damage, but I knew we'd probably get at least 50%.
Mm-hmm.
At that point, that objective, the very important objectives, like that's what our comp does.
Mm-hmm.
Our comp should not lose objective to them ever. Diva just can sit on it. Odin farms it. I got my Tychus W's. We got Lightning Breath, Stukov on it. Basically, we're all in on Trent. And I think the biggest reason we lost that map was we got caught, I think, like 3 times before objectives. So we always got to them late. And it forced a lot of things that we shouldn't have had to force.
Mm-hmm.
I think that was kind of our biggest issue that game.
For sure. And how did you guys pick yourself up after that loss? Because you came out with a really just strong hold in game number 3. We were talking about potentially winning in under 10 minutes. Just how did you bite back from that?
I said if my eyes open, I'm instant. I think I'm instant. I think we play Vikings on that map too. Our Vikings player, fantastic at Vikings. They've been playing it a lot today. So we just insta rip those 2 because we love it on that map.
Yeah.
After that, you can fill kind of whatever you need for the rest of the draft, and it's pretty fine. Maya VTC is a great duo. Vol and Alpha are great together. They didn't have much to handle our push, and they didn't have much to handle the Vikings. Nothing to kill Vikings. Their wave clear wasn't good enough to match them. Their 4-man lost to our 4-man.
Right. Okay.
It was just a really hard draft, I think, for them to win.
Right.
So I did, I tried to do a little bit of scouting to the 2 teams just so I can kind of talk about stats and drafts and stuff like that. And I had seen that you guys had played 3 games of Vikings at some point. I didn't go too dive heavy into it. And so I was calling it out, and you guys ended up picking it. And then I went backwards, and I was like, hey, do they play Vikings on Dragonshire? And I see that you only play Vikings on Dragonshire.
I might have ripped it on Towers once or twice, maybe.
Not
but
in
yeah,
any games that were recorded anyways.
Oh, fair enough. Those are the 2 maps you like them on.
Yeah, is that like, did you guys have a backup in case they were banned, or like were you expecting to get Vikings, or do not teams many like worry about that yet?
We actually get Vikings banned into us a lot on that map, so we were surprised we got it through. I think we even ran Vikings against them in scrims, because we scrimmed these guys, and that was the only map we won in scrims. was when we had Vikings. So we thought they would ban Vikings into us.
Yeah.
They didn't, so we just insta-locked it. If they did ban Vikings, Maiev is still an excellent mid laner on that map. We can just get another solo laner top. I think our comp still works very flexible there.
Yep.
Absolutely. All right. Yeah. My last question about that one is, you guys know you're going to hell, right? And, that looks so frustrating to play against. The only thing worse are dirty well snipers, which you guys didn't do.
If I was Genji, those walls were gone. So, I mean, maybe still a pretty filthy person, but
All right, and then game number 4. I guess the biggest one is neither one of you have showed Alterac Pass for game number 4. How come you guys decided to go there?
one, a lot of the picks we like are good there. We've played the map pretty on and off, especially in previous seasons that we've played. We always do pretty well on it. They especially though do not like this map. We've seen them ban it every single series except for I think 1 or 2. So we knew it's one of their weaker maps if they're banning every map.
Right.
Instead, they ban towers. I think
Yeah.
we've just shown that we like towers with some of our comps.
Mm-hmm.
And then they gave us the Stitches Junkrat in one. They target banned us very heavily, and that allowed us to get things like Stitches Junkrat 1-2. And Stitches Junkrat on this map, especially since we lucked out on the top objective first,
Right.
almost impossible for them to ever cap the top objective with Stitches Junkrat. So we got really lucky there. We got our double globals, so we can catch the other lanes. Junkrat's great on the camp on that map. The Lucio, I think, was just a great counter pick into them. They can't focus Lucio because he's unstoppable. Or
Right.
But yeah,
Did any of your plans change when you saw going into the triple bruisers, especially after they started getting some kills with it late game?
no, I think our plans were the same the whole time. The triple bruisers didn't change it. It was basically, as long as we don't get picked in the off lanes, if we get late game, our late game's way stronger. They don't have any counterplay. Like, their counterplay to the Stitches hook and to Junkrat traps was Anubrak akin. But if we just got Gorge the Anubrak into Junkrat trap, he dies and I can just gust away the help. So, like, the comp late game, we're getting kills. But I think that was just kills from being a little too antsy on what we're doing. Because as you saw, we had infinite time. The core was constantly being pushed. We have a lot of save tools between Gust. We have 5-5. So I think ideally we should never die there. But they had some clean engages.
All right. Well, you guys did a fantastic job. Really, really nicely done to you all. So once again, congratulations on moving on to the finals. And now we will give you the mic for any shout outs and call outs you want to do within reason. The floor is yours, my dear.
I like the within reason.
Yeah, don't tell anybody to hurt themselves or your Abathur wasn't so good.
The other team played well. Shout outs first and foremost to my team. Great games. We kind of had a slump around end season, so it's nice to see us coming back right now. Shout out to the other team. They're super sportsmanship, super kind, great players. Shout out to the casters. Thanks for casting. Any viewers watching, appreciate you guys. Yeah.
Alrighty. Well, congratulations to you guys. We're gonna hope that the rest of the season is a heck of a success. Thanks so much for hanging out with us, and I'll let you go back to celebrate with your team.
Awesome. Thanks for casting this. Have a good night.
My pleasure. Have a good evening. Alrighty, guys. I think that's it for us tonight. We need to let the snag get to bed. So thank you so much, everybody, for watching and hanging out. Obviously, you can find me here all the time at twitch.tv/JinxieCat, but I don't need to say that because you're already here. Linehouse, where can folks find you?
Here at twitch.tv. I'm also at Linehouse everywhere. There can only be one.
All right, what about you, Snag?
Sure. If I'm going to be showing up somewhere, it's either going to be in twitch.tv/JinxieCat or twitch.tv/Linehouse. So other than that, I don't really do anything else.
All right. Well,